Sixers Celtics game number 6 after Philadelphia won an elimination game on Tuesday in game number 5, forcing this game 6 back home in Philadelphia tonight as the Sixers look to once again fight off elimination and force a potential game 7 on Saturday. You're watching 76ers now by Chat Sports. Jake Chipper here with you. Our show presented by Prize Picks. You'll hear more on Prize Picks coming up throughout the show. I cannot wait for this one. The Sixers got to be feeling confident coming off that big win in Game 5. Can they keep their season alive here tonight? Good to see everybody here hanging out early as the stream gets underway. Shout out to the NOTI Gang, everybody here at the start of the show. Naheem Irwin, Joseph Seville, Rich Sports, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, Herman Jesse Jr. Good to see all of y'all here hanging out in the building. And I can't wait for this game to get underway in about 40-ish minutes, give or take. A lot of good game 6s around the NBA tonight. Knicks, Hawks going on right now. Of course, Sixers, Celtics, and then Nuggets, Timberwolves also later tonight. But, of course, the focus here on Sixers versus Celtics. And throughout today's show, in the about 40 minutes leading up until game time, we'll preview this game. We'll talk about it. We'll chop it up in the chat. Chance for you guys, get your thoughts, voices heard here on the show. And then, of course, once the game gets underway, live play-by-play audience interaction. Best place to watch the game outside of being at the actual game. Appreciate you all being here. As you venture into the stream, hit that thumbs up icon. Throw us a like. It helps out the show here early on, and get down in the comments section, of course. So the Sixers, despite coming off that win in Game 5 at Boston, where they were huge underdogs, by the way, double-digit underdogs in Boston, still able to pick up the win there. Here in Game 6, they are underdogs once again. 6.5-point favorites are the Boston Celtics. Sixers, the underdogs here, over-under set for 212.5. Tip-off set for about 8 p.m. Eastern, though. It'll actually tip off a little bit closer to around 8:12 p.m. Eastern time. So just under 40 minutes to go until this game gets underway. My mom in the building as well, Naheem Irwin. Let's force Game 7. Let's do it. And hopefully it doesn't go how this Knicks-Hawks game is going. The Knicks up 29-13 early over Atlanta. That is a bloodbath. And tonight, I just want to see the Sixers come out with the same level of intensity, level of effort, level of energy, focus, urgency that they had in that game number 5 win. We saw them in Game 1 and Game 4. Did not come out with that level of intensity they needed. They didn't make it feel like a playoff game. Game 5, they made it feel like a playoff game. And so, can they do that again? Hopefully, we will see. 20 people watching live. Get down in the comment section right now. Where are you watching from? Let me know. I'll give shout-outs as you get down in the chat. I do know about like half the people that watch the show watch from a TV, and that's a lot harder. In fact, I don't even think you can comment on a TV. But shout out to you guys as well, those of you who aren't able to get down in the chat. I appreciate you all just being here, hanging out, watching the program. Naheem watching from Philly, not Gregory Stevens watching from Atlanta. Gregory, the Hawks right now. I'm assuming you're a Sixers fan here, but the Hawks right now looking really, really bad. My dad watching in the building as well. Shout out to all the legends here. Yeah, man, the Knicks are running away with this game early. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Hopefully that's not what happens here in this game. Gregory, absolutely never the Hawks. Yeah, I figured. Just had to make sure, Just had to make sure. Had to make sure. Boston from Alice. Uh-oh. Now, Alice, Celtics fan or Sixers fan in Boston? I got to know. If you're a Celtics fan, that's all right, but just know we gotta be enemies here tonight. S.J. Rowley watching from, I think that's the Bahamas, I believe, right? Let's see. Yeah, and that's the flag of the Bahamas right there. Shout out to VJ Edgecombe, obviously hailing from the Bahamas. Celtics fan. All right. Hey. Hoping for a great one tonight. But hoping for a big time Sixers dubs, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Rich Sports watching west of Philly. Rich, good to see you in here. All right, before we get any further on today's show, keep getting down in the comment section. And let me know where you're watching from. I want to take a second to tell you that our show today, as it always is, sponsored by our friends at Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app. Postseason basketball is here. There's no better way to catch it on the action than with our friends at Prize Picks. It's super simple to use the Prize Picks app. All you got to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. You choose flex play or power play, and you are on your way. If you want some inspiration for your picks with their new social feeds feature, you can give your friends a follow on the app, copy lineups with a single click. You can also follow me on the app as well if you want to see my picks. My username is @JChip. You can see my lineups before I reveal them on the show. And the one I'm rocking with here tonight, 3-pick power play, $20 to win $150. Derrick White, less than 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I've chosen this one pretty much every game. Derrick White has been awful. We're going to keep going with that one. Joel Embiid, more than 4.5 assists. He's had 6 and 8 in the first 2 games he's played in this series, so I like that one there. Quentin Grimes, hoping he continues his stellar play from Game 5. More than 1.5 3-pointers made. That's a demon, which means it's harder, in theory, for that one to happen, but results in a little bit of a larger payout if it does. That's how the Prize Picks game is played. And right now, we have a great offer for new users as well. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup to receive $50 in lineups. It's code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup to get an extra $50 in lineups with Prize Picks. That link in the live chat and in the description of today's show. And man, the Knicks up 38-15 right now over the Atlanta Hawks. That is not good for Atlanta. Alrighty. Taking a look at some of the news and notes and early talking points regarding this Game 6 in Philly. And hopefully the Sixers can put up a similar performance to what the Knicks are doing here to the Hawks. But Celtics, of course, leading the series 3-2. If the Celtics win tonight, the Sixers season is over. The Celtics will advance to the next round where the winner of this series plays the winner of the Hawks versus Knicks series. And right now, it's looking like that's going to be New York the way this game is going. Joel Embiid, returning Game 4 was okay. I thought had some good moments, had some bad moments, was dominant in Game number 5, finishing with 33 points, especially in the second half. He was amazing. And so, can he continue that? Boston has nobody that can stop him. Now, I'm sure they're going to throw some different looks at him than they did in Game 5. They didn't really send many doubles. When they did, they weren't super effective. Embiid was able to pass out of those double teams. I think they will continue to double Embiid here tonight. So we'll see if they can make the right reads and if he can still dominate this game. Interesting to note here, the Sixers are 0-2 at home in this series, 2-1 on the road. They got blasted in Game 4 at home by Boston on Sunday. Close loss last Friday at home to Boston. And so Tyrese Maxey said it like they want to come out and they want to put on a show for the fans because they haven't been able to do that yet in this playoff series. And so are they going to be able not tonight to be able to do that? What's interesting is the Sixers, before the playoffs, announced that for every home game, they were going to be wearing the hardwood classic jerseys, the throwback style jerseys with the throwback style court. But they are switching things up tonight because they lost. They're kind of, going on a little bit of superstition here. Philadelphia will be wearing their usual road white jerseys, which is what they wore in the Game 2 win at Boston and the win at Boston on Tuesday as well. So they're just, trying to get all the good vibes that they can for this game. So we'll see if maybe that makes a little bit of a difference. But interesting that they're not going with the throwbacks there. Naheem, can we get some 7-6s going in the chat? Absolutely, man. For all my Sixers fans out there, 40 people watching, if you can, get in the chat right now. Type those 7-6s with about 30 minutes to go until this game does get underway. Just like Naheem Irwin, just like he said, man, get those 7-6s going. SJ Rowley, type in those 7-6s. Naheem, feel like Embiid's going to drop 30 or more over at the Celtics' heads. They have no one to stop him, man. They have no one to stop him. It really just comes down to, is Embiid being aggressive, attacking down low? Is he hitting his mid-range jumpers? That's really what it comes down to. The Money Fork, type in those 7-6s. Rich Sports as well. Let's go. My mom in the chat, type in those 7-6s. There's my dad. Rich Sports again. SJ Rowley. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Up to 50 people watching live. Free play-by-play of this game coming up. Pivotal Game 6. Win or go home for Philadelphia. Same situation as it was in Game 5, man. Really nothing changes besides the fact that you're now at home and you maybe have a little more confidence in how you can take down Boston. Yeah, Money Fork, that Maxey and Embiid duo. When they were running that two-man game, they were running that pick and roll in Game 5. The Celtics really had no answers for that either, man. And again, Joe Mazzulla, one of the best coaches in the league. I'm sure he'll have some adjustments to be made. But I've been impressed with what Nick Nurse has done for the most part in this series. So, big-time shout-out to him as well. Up to 35 people watching as you come in here. Again, be sure to hit that thumbs-up icon. You want the Sixers to keep their season alive. We need some early juice here on the stream. Like the video if you haven't already. When you hit that thumbs-up icon, that makes you a real one here on the channel. And it tells YouTube, hey, we got to get more Sixers fans in the stream because the Sixers fans that are already in there are having a good time and enjoying the show. Lion Fighter, a real one around here, says just what I'm saying, man. Like and sub. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. SJ Rowley spamming those 7-6s. I love it. Powers in the chat. W76ers. Let's get it. Let's get it. Naheem, when will the Celtics ever learn that Joel Embiid can't be stopped? I think they know that, so I think they're just trying to throw different things at him, but they have no one. Neemias Queta, Nikola Vucevic, neither of them can guard Embiid. Nobody on that roster can. Nobody. Money Fork, hit the thumbs up if you believe. Can the Sixers do it? The Celtics have never lost a playoff series when they were up 3-1. The Sixers have never won a playoff series when they were down 3-1. But there's a first time for everything. Why not? Why not us, baby? Wow. New York just putting it on the Atlanta Hawks right now. Another 3 falls for the Knicks. They're up 43-15. My goodness. And now a steal. OG Anunoby drives in. He'll be fouled. The Hawks in their own building facing elimination, down by almost 30 points early in the second quarter. This is exactly what I don't want to happen to the Sixers here tonight. That would be disastrous. But we're up to 22 likes. Can we get to 25 here on the show? Just need 3 more. Like Money Fork says, hit the thumbs up if you believe, baby. I believe, man. But we're going to need good performances all around. For Philadelphia to beat Boston, they got to play damn near perfect. The defense has to be as good as it's been in their wins. That's been the key for me, is defensively. In those big-time moments, the Sixers have been able to buckle down and play some good defense, and so that's what I'm really looking for in this game. I think offensively, Maxey, PG, VJ, Embiid, even though VJ's been honestly pretty bad offensively, scoring the ball outside of game number 2, you have enough offensively. It's going to come down to the defense, man. It just is. Man, 25 minutes to go. I wish this game could start right now. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to get it going. All right, let me get your score predictions down in the chat for me right now. What do you think it's going to be? Sixers versus Celtics. I almost forgot my score prediction last game. I don't think it ended up being right, but it was, I think I said like 112-106. Final score was 113-97, so not too far out. I think the Sixers do win tonight. I think they hold home court. I think they play well for the first time really at home. Well, game 3 wasn't bad, but I think that they play well tonight, pick up their first home win of the series, force a game 7 in Boston on Saturday. Give me the Sixers 109-103. Another good game. I think it's tough to blow out Boston, but I think, a game like that, I trust Philadelphia. Q Genius in the building. Whatever Q Grimes had for breakfast Tuesday, I hope he had some more today. Yeah, whatever Grimes did pregame, his warm-ups, what music he listened to, what shots he took pregame, I hope he does all the exact same things. What socks he was wearing, the shoes, everything. Make it the exact same, because what he did that game was phenomenal. Phenomenal. And I've always said Grimes is a big X factor for this team in these big-time moments, right? Is he able to shoot the ball effectively from outside? Can he play good defense? Show some signs of what he did at the end of last season when it was him and nobody else out there. Rich Sports, 112-109 Sixers. My dad, 112-111 Sixers. Man, if it's a game like one of those two, down in the wire, I don't know if I can handle it. Close games are already, get the heart rate going enough, but especially when your team is the one facing elimination, just gets even more stressful. Naheem, I'm going to say Sixers 125-111 win. Embiid, Maxey, Edgecombe, Oubre, and George with at least 20 points or more. That would be something. Oubre's been pretty bad in the series. I'm really not sure if I expect him to get it going offensively. At this point, he's also dealing with a bit of an injury. Was questionable heading into Game 4 with a groin injury and has not looked the same since, although he hasn't been able to shoot the ball really all series. And so that's why I like, the idea of Quentin Grimes not starting, but closing these games like he did in game number 5. I love that call from Nick Nurse. I love that adjustment to get the better offensive player out there. And Grimes is still a really good defensive player when he's locked in as well. He can have some boneheaded moments offensively where he's turning the ball over. And that certainly hurts. But as long as he can, not try to do too much, knock down some open shots, and play hard defensively, he can be in those closing lineups, no doubt about it. Just over 20 minutes to go until this game gets underway. If you haven't already, get those score predictions down in the chat. The Knicks went on a 31-4 run to close the first quarter. And let's see, starting lineups are in. And it's going to be no changes for the Sixers and the Celtics. It'll be the same starting units for both squads that they've had over the past few games. For the Sixers, Maxey, VJ, Oubre, George, and Embiid. For Boston, Derrick White, Sam Hauser, Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, and Neemias Queta. Look, for Boston, man, Derrick White has been really, really bad in this series. And so, we'll kind of see how much run they give to somebody like a Peyton Pritchard, who's been a lot better. How much run they give to Sam Hauser, who hasn't been all that great either. And so we can kind of go through some of the things I talked about in the lead up to this game in my last video. If you didn't see the latest video I did yesterday on the channel, kind of recapping what happened in Game 5, looking ahead to Game 6. And I think there were a lot of great signs in that game for Philadelphia that they hopefully can translate to tonight. One, Joel Embiid was unstoppable, right? Whether it was Neemias Queta or Nikola Vucevic out there guarding him, even Luka Garza for a little bit, none of them have an answer, right? There's a crazy stat that Neemias Queta leads the NBA in fouls during the postseason, and he's played way less minutes than any of the other guys that are up there in terms of most fouls in the playoffs. That's a Joel Embiid effect, right? And he also was very foul-prone in Game 1 as well. So Queta's had a tough time guarding him. Vucevic has as well. As long as Embiid, again, is locked in, as long as he's getting to the basket, being aggressive, not settling too much, and if that mid-range shot is falling, he'll be unstoppable. Celtics have absolutely no answer. It's really all up to Embiid if he can get himself going. Tyrese Maxey, Did not look good in game 4. Only took 3 or 4 shots in the first half, and I thought it was pretty poor body language-wise. He was sitting down after free throws. It was very weird. And so game 5, I said he's got to come out. He's got to be better. He's got to be more aggressive, and he was. He was a lot more aggressive early on, and really from start to finish, I thought he looked absolutely phenomenal. Especially getting downhill, right? I know Maxey can also get a little... Maxey can get a little trigger-happy offensively, shooting a lot of threes, but he's almost unstoppable as well, getting downhill, getting to the basket, and he was again in Game 5. I just talked about it, but Quentin Grimes, like, welcome to the series, man. Up until that game at number 5, Grimes hadn't really done much. He was a little bit better in Game 4. Maybe that kind of gave him a little bit of momentum heading into game number 5, but he hadn't really been able to shoot the ball, or I should say he was shooting the ball well, but he wasn't taking a lot of shots, and so I'm glad to see him take a few more and be an important piece. Can he continue to do that here in game number 6? Come on, man.
Hey, Smitty's talking all that good shit. Sixers extend the series tonight.
Hey, you can't spell 76ers without a 7 first. Game 7.
Game 7,
We
baby.
need it, man. And I'm hearing Smitty's talking a whole lot of shit, our Celtics host. Look, don't count your chickens before they hatch, all right? All right, he was saying before Game 5 the series was over. He's saying tonight, expecting a big win.
That's what Mama always told me.
Mama always told me, man. How the Sixers found a game plan. And by that I mean, in game number 5, man, the Hawks just can't buy a basket. They're down by 32. In game number 5, the Sixers had a clear emphasis early and throughout the game on putting up a bunch of threes. They ended up shooting better from 3 than the Boston Celtics. And in all their wins against Boston this year, in the playoffs and in the regular season, the Sixers have shot nearly 40 threes per game. In their losses to Boston, they've only shot 30 threes per game. And the percentages don't change all that much. They're getting more threes up, which with a team like Boston, who also gets a ton of threes up themselves, you got to find a way to keep up with their offense when they're shooting the ball and scoring a lot of threes. And so Sixers have been doing that. They also, in terms of finding a game plan, again, that closing lineup that I mentioned, closing with Quentin Grimes over Kelly Oubre. We'll see if the Sixers go with Grimes a lot more in this game, especially if Oubre does not get it going early. And then lastly, kind of a joke, but really not. Derrick White stinks. He should be the Celtics' 3rd most important player. And he has been really bad in this series, shooting 28% from the field, 21% from 3. And he's been bad all year, right? This isn't like a new development that Derrick White has just been bad in this series. He has not been able to find it all season long. And so if he cannot start to put it together these last couple of games, it puts a lot more pressure on Jaylen Brown, on Jayson Tatum. The Celtics only have 3 guys averaging over 9 points a game. It's Tatum, Brown, and Peyton Pritchard, who the Sixers have not really been able to stop for much of the series. He was really good in that Game 4 win, if you'll recall. And so it's really those 3. The Sixers have 6 guys averaging 9 or more points per game. So although Boston, you'd think, on paper, has more depth than Philadelphia, it hasn't really showed up because some of their guys like Hauser, like Vucevic offensively, like Queta, like Derrick White, have not really showed up. And that is big. Yeah, Latoon, good to see you again. White definitely had a down season. He did. And so that's why it's like, you can't just say, oh, he'll bounce back. He had a down year, and he's been bad in every game this series. That's why I take the less on his points, rebounds, and assists on my prize picks lineup. Money Fork got a feeling the youngster Edgecombe's going to step up tonight. Yeah, VJ's only had 1 good game in the series. That was game 2. Outside of that, he's been pretty bad. Can he, at home, kind of find things again? He was better last game. I don't want to say he was awful last game. He started off pretty poor, but hit some big-time threes late. But, Kenny maybe had that big-time performance. Do we get a massive Paul George game? Paul George's on-off numbers in this series have been really, really good. The Sixers have been a lot better with him on the floor. When he goes to the bench, they are awful, right? And so I think his presence offensively helps out a lot. He's been super efficient in scoring the ball. I'd like to see him take more shots maybe and get more involved in the offense. But obviously with Embiid back, with Maxey in there, he's really that 3rd guy. But we'll see what VJ can possibly end up doing tonight. Man, the Knicks are up 55-19. I mean, this game's already over. Another turnover for the Hawks. This might be one of the biggest blowouts that we ever see in the postseason, man. 57-19 Hawks losing to the Knicks. Unbelievable, man. This game is already over. Wow, wow, wow. That's unbelievable. Do have a super chat menu for tonight's game, about 15 minutes until tip-off. All super chats get a shout-out. A super chat, basically, this is just a donation. You want to send a little tip to the live stream. We appreciate it. You just being here, hanging out, watching the show, that's more than enough. You're all absolute legends for hanging out. But if you would like to send in a super chat, they are much appreciated. They all get a shout-out. And we like to have some fun on the show as well. So every $5 that comes in, I got some Happy Dads here, some hard seltzers. Every $5 is a beer cheers. Every 20 is a beer bong. Let's have a party tonight, man. Let's have a party. Knicks are not playing with the Hawks. Yeah, man. This is just nightmare scenario if you're the Hawks. They are shooting 33% from the field, 2 of 9 from 3. They have 5 assists to 12 turnovers. They turn it over again, man. Just the experience of the Knicks and the youth of the Atlanta Hawks clearly showing through. Again, as you come in here, 51 people watching live. You want the Sixers to stay alive. Like the video, man. Like the video. We should be able to get to 30 likes here in the next few minutes. Oh, money is everything. We don't. That's crazy. Wishing injury on someone is... I can't stand for that, man. Wishing injury on another player, especially a guy who's been injured really all his career. I'm not rocking with that. I'm putting you in timeout. You said Hope Embiid rolls his ankle. What do you mean, why? You're wishing injury on somebody. You're wishing injury on someone. That's crazy. Naheem, the Sixers are wearing blue or white. They're wearing white today, which is interesting. They normally, so white is usually their road jerseys. He's too good. Look, you can't be wishing injury on somebody, man. Even if you're a Celtics fan, you got to keep things classy, keep things respectable. I would never in my life wish injury on another player. But Naheem, Sixers are wearing white tonight. Usually they're road jerseys, but they announced before the playoffs they were going to wear their throwback jerseys for all home games, but they got blasted in those jerseys, and they've won 2 games on the road wearing the white jersey. So they're switching things up. They're wearing the whites. They're wearing the whites. Money fork, Celtics seeing this Hawks beat down and sweating. Yeah, man. Knowing the Knicks going to be advancing here, pretty much can already lock that one in. Can the Sixers put on a similar show? Now, that game isn't Atlanta, so it's like the Hawks at home are getting beat down. You hope the Sixers don't have a similar fate. Yeah, money fork, even with a rolled ankle, Embiid would still manage to get the ball through the net. I mean, he's playing, you know, his legs are never feeling great. Had the appendectomy 3 weeks ago to the day. To the day. And he's still out here hooping, man. He's still out here hooping. 11 minutes to play until this game does get underway. Let me turn this Hawks game off because this one's just, this is over. There's really no point. Really no point. Okay. 2 likes away from 30, keeping that thumbs up icon. 60 people watching live. The more likes we get, helps out the show, gets more Sixers fans in here. Come on, man. Allie in the chat, my girlfriend Allie in the building. Go Sixers. Allie, good to see you in here. Hoping for a big time win. Yeah, that game almost is unwatchable, man. That Hawks game is almost like I don't even want to watch. I was gonna have it on another stream, but Let's go, man. Cypher Civic getting ready to leave work. Perfect timing, man. Leaving work and getting ready for the game starting in about 10 minutes. LFX, don't watch the Knicks. Good vibes only. Just scouting the opponent in case we do end up advancing to the second round. Sixers would play, well, the winner of Boston-Philadelphia plays the winner of New York-Atlanta, which would appear to be the Knicks at this moment right now. Come on, man. Under 10 minutes to go. We got up to 30 likes. Appreciate you guys for getting us there. It's already a packed house. Xfinity Mobile Arena, Sixers down 3-2. Backs against the wall, looking to stay alive. LFX, I'm feeling a 30 to 40 point night from Paul George. He's been very steady throughout the series, hasn't really had a big time game. So that would be awesome to see. Vintage Paul George. Local tourist. VJ going to show up tonight? I hope so. You know, he has struggled offensively throughout this series outside of game number 2. And look, he's a rookie at the end of the day, so I'm not going to put too much pressure on him. But the Sixers could certainly use some more offensive contributions out of VJ. That being said, he does a lot of other little things to get it going and to impact the game. Cypher Civic takes me about 30 to get home. We'll be listening in the car, though. Cypher, hope you drive home safe, and hopefully we get off to a good start for you by the time you get home. Local tourist, PJ's not giving max money player numbers. No, I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's obviously not. At this point, the contract is what it is. If he were on a better contract, you would look at the production he's giving and say he's impacting the game in a lot of ways. He's a good player out there that you want out there on the floor at all times. And so, yeah, is he overpaid? Yes, but he's still making a big impact on this team, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So, again, at this point, the contract just kind of is what it is. Kind of just is what it is. Nate DeMighty in the building. Good to see you, Nate. Let's go. Game 7 incoming. Manifesting as everything will be in Boston soon to close this series out. Manifest it. Write it down. Say it out loud. Whatever you got to do. I want to see a Game 7, man. Do not let the season end tonight in your own building. Do not let Boston beat you 3 times in the series in your own building. They will be just the 15th team in NBA history to win after falling down 3-1. LFX, like and sub. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As LFX says, hit that sub button, like the video, like the stream. Maxey getting interviewed here pregame. Physicality, attention to detail, going to be very important. Just saying the Sixers got to stay even keel throughout the course of the game. Can't get too high, can't get too low. Got to fight till the end of the game, man. Let me know who you got. 6 minutes to go until this game gets underway in the chat. PHI for the Sixers. If you're rocking with the Celtics, I don't know if I can trust you, but you can certainly let it be known down in the chat. 73 people watching live. Get down in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Already a great environment at Xfinity Mobile Arena. Tip-off just a few minutes away. Whew! I'm nervous, but I'm a good nervous, man. You always got to be nervous when you know your season could be over. I think if you weren't nervous, it would be strange, you know? Maryland, Severino Santos back in the building, typing those PHIs. Let's go, let's go. Naheem Irwin, typing PHI. My mom as well. Get them going in the chat right now. Let's go, let's go. 75 people watching. I want every Sixers fan hanging out to type those PHIs. Just 5.5 minutes away. Latoon as well. Got to play focused, locked in, with high intensity and effort from the jump. Got to rebound the basketball. Got to limit the amount of threes Boston takes. Make them drive. And don't overhelp on the drives. And your rotations, when you do help, got to be perfect. Got to be perfect. At this point, we're deep enough into the series where these two teams know each other very well, clearly. They know what each team wants to do. They know what the goals are, where each team wants to get their buckets from. It's a matter of who can execute better than the other. And hopefully Nick Nurse and the Sixers are the team that executes better here tonight. Let's go. Terrence Mann, let's go. Nate DeMighty, Joel MVP. They have no answer for him. He will dominate. Yep, just comes down to if he's making his shots or not. I don't think Boston can do much to bother him. They're going to try to be physical with him, no doubt about it. But I think, he showed in the first couple games he can manage that. He can manage that. Darren, Sixers and 7. Sixers and 7, man. You can't type 76ers. You can't spell 76ers without a 7 first. Game 7. Let's get there, man. Let's get there. LFX in the building as well. Starting lineups getting set to be introduced. I can feel the energy in the arena from here, man. Yep, Naheem, we know what Embiid's going to do. One of the best traditions in the game is every time an opposing player, gets introduced at the Xfinity Mobile Arena, previously Wells Fargo Center, every time that their name is said, the crowd afterwards goes, "Sucks!" I love it. They've been doing it forever. Jayson Tatum, sucks! Darren, it's 2 a.m. where you're at. Wow. Hope I didn't stay awake for nothing. Hopefully the Sixers give you a good reason to stay up. Latoon, what's your picks tonight? The lineup I'm rocking with is $20 to win $150. Derrick White, less than 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Joel Embiid, more than 4.5 assists. Quentin Grimes, more than 1.5 3-pointers made. That's what I'm rocking with, man. That's what I'm rocking with. All right, let's go. Starting lineups being introduced. If you want the Sixers to win this game, I need 1,007 sixes in the chat. Nearly 100 people watching live. If you can get in the chat right now, you got a keyboard, you can type. Get those 7 sixes going in the chat right now. One last chance before this game gets underway. Come on. Just like Naheem and Maryland, Darren, Latoon. Now 93 people watching. The money fork. Type in those 7 sixes. All the real ones out there. Let's go. Pretty sick hype video they're showing right now. Let's go. Come on! Rad Doc in the building. Starters being announced. Hopefully not for the last time this season. Tyrese Maxey. Let's go. Get those 7 sixes going, man. Keep them going. Under a minute to go until tip. Let's go. What do you got tonight, Sixers? What do you got? Come out with this effort and intensity and energy. Let's shock the world, man. Let's shock the world. Starters getting ready to come out on the floor. Well, the Knicks are up 72-22. Insane. Let's go, baby. 102 people watching. You want the Sixers to win. Hit that thumbs up icon. Like the stream. It helps us out. Gets more Sixers fans in here. You're a real one. I appreciate you. TJ Cyrus. Let's go Sixers. Got my 1,500 on the line. 4,400 payout. Hey. For you and for all the Sixers fans out there, let's get this dub, man. Let's get this dub. All right. Players coming out on the floor, getting ready to tip this game and get us underway. Cheers, everybody. Again, every $5 super chat that comes in, I'll give you all beer cheers, but mandatory one. Mandatory cheers before we start the game. Can't lose for the third time at home. No way. I agree. There's no way. Here we go. Embiid and Queta set to tip us off. And here we go. Embiid wins the tip. VJ Edgecombe collects it. And Sixers will start with the basketball here in this one. VJ gets it to Paul George. Right to Embiid down low. Fadeaway jumper. Got it! Right away. Joel Embiid gets us going here in game number 6. Little midi fadeaway for Embiid. Now here's Hauser. He'll take a 3. Air ball! Embiid with the rebound. Now Joel will attack Queta again. Pump fake, resets to Paul George up top. PG gets inside, out to Oubre in the corner. Swing to VJ, over to Maxey. Back to Embiid, hands it off to Tyrese. Outside to Joel. Joel will take a deep 3. No good. Rebound goes to Boston. Had a pretty good look at it. Now Derrick White. Drives, slips, and falls. And Embiid going to tie up White. That'll be a jump ball between Derrick White and Joel Embiid. White just lost his footing there driving to the paint. So White and Embiid will take the jump ball. Derrick White actually wins it, but it goes to VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe leaves it for George. George in the corner. Dribbles it off his leg in the corner. Not a lot of space to work with. Now Queta gets up. He's limping a little bit. George took a weird fall as well. It'll be a turnover. Paul George. Now Tatum, guarded by George. Screened from Queta. Tatum thought about the 3, gives it back to Queta, now gets it back. Up top to Hauser. Hauser drove right by Joel Embiid and laid it up and in, gets Boston on the board here. Embiid up top. Hands it to VJ. VJ, good look, top of the key, 3, in and out. So some slow scoring action here early in this game. Both teams just 2 points in the first couple of minutes. Jaylen Brown coming off a Queta screen. Good look for 3, no good. Kelly Oubre had the rebound, lost it. White picks it up, floater, no good. Wow, Derrick White is really struggling. Now Maxey. Driving on Hauser, spin move, fadeaway, jumper, no good. Rebound tapped out to Queta. Now Tatum driving on Embiid. Oh, he smokes the layup. Embiid up ahead to VJ. VJ gets it back to Joel. Joel thought about a three. He'll Euro step on Queta. Hangs, hits, and the foul! And one for Joel Embiid. Little slow Euro step. Put up the one-handed floater. Finish through the contact. He's got 4. Looking to add on to that total. Just beautiful touch there from Embiid. $20 super chat from my mom right now in the chat. Let's go. I'll get to that here next commercial break. 123 people watching. Again, hit that thumbs up icon. Embiid knocks down the free throw. He's got all 5 here early for the Sixers. Sixers up 5-2. 3 minutes gone in this opening quarter. Tatum off the screen, gets downhill, finishes through the contact of VJ Edgecombe. It'll be an and one now for Jayson Tatum. VJ did a good job stepping in front, but kind of got the arms in there instead of squaring him up. Tatum can't knock down the free throw, though. VJ takes the rebound. Free throw shooting been a bit of a problem for Boston. Maxey off the Embiid screen. He'll dump it off to Joel. Joel, little mid-range pull-up. And missed it. Thought he was fouled. He came down on Queta's foot. Luckily, he's okay. Now Jaylen Brown has the Maxey matchup. Maxey trying to fight in the post. Embiid comes and shows some help. Now he'll back off. Now, Maxey with some great defense on the shot from Brown. No good. Tough defense there from Maxey. Swings it across court. George, 3. No good. Hauser runs down the long rebound. Derrick White, floater over Embiid, left it well short. And Derrick White struggles. Continue in this one. VJ pushing the pace out to George. Good look for 3. PG for 3. 8-4 Sixers lead. Good look from VJ. Good shot there from Paul George. Philly boy, what's good? Ronnie Goodwin in the chat as well. Now Tatum nearly throws it away. Derrick White saves it. And Derrick White double dribbled. Wow, he can't do anything right. He fell over. He's slipping. He's sliding. Derrick White, what are you doing, baby? Turnover, Boston. Yeah, he definitely double dribbled. He lost his shoe on that one, actually. Shoe came off. It's been a clunky start for Boston. Maxey and Embiid will run the two-man game. Maxey up top to Joel. Thought about the 3. Gives it back to Maxey. Step back. 3. Got it! Tyrese Maxey for 3. It's an 11-4 Sixers start to this game. Peyton Pritchard getting ready to check in for Boston. Probably taking out Derrick White, who's been awful. Here's Jaylen Brown working on George. Great defense from George. Brown will take a long 2. That's off. Rebound Oubre. What a start for the Sixers. Maxey and Embiid run the two-man game again. Great defense here from Tatum, though. Maxey up top. Embiid, he'll take a 3. No good. That's the one area of his game that Embiid has not been able to find through 3 games, is that three-point shot. Now Jaylen Brown, quick move on VJ. Pull up 2 is good. Great move there from Brown. VJ had no chance there defensively. Embiid now working in the post. He's going to face up on Queta. Double team comes from Tatum. And Embiid tried to get it down low to Oubre, but he threw it off the bottom of the backboard. Now Celtics in transition. Brown posting up VJ once again. Putting the shoulder into him. Hands it off to Queta. Floater over Embiid is good. Boston fighting back. Now an 11-8 ball game here. Nearly halfway through the first quarter. And now a foul away from the ball here. as Brown's going to foul Paul George out on the perimeter. And that'll take us to a commercial break. Sixers up 11-8 here early on. Woo! Overall, a pretty good start here for the Sixers. I think you can tell early with Philadelphia if they're playing with the right intensity or not, with the right mindset or not. I think early on you can tell they are playing the right way with the right intensity, the right mindset, the right energy. That's always great to see. First super chat of the night. $20 super chat coming from my mom. Shout out to Mom. Let's go Sixers. And a good start for Philadelphia. That 20 means we got a beer bong coming up here in just a moment. Before we do that, though, I want to take a second to tell you about our sponsor here on today's live show, Sixers versus Celtics Game 6. That is our great friends at Prize Picks. Today's show brought to you by Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app. Postseason basketball is here. No better way to cash in on the action than with Prize Picks. Super easy to use. All you got to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 players to have projections. You choose flex play or power play, and you are on your way. With their new social feeds feature, you can follow your friends on the Prize Picks app, copy lineups with a single click. I'm on the Prize Picks app, my username @JChip. You can see my lineups before I show them here on 76ers Now. And we have a great offer for new users as well. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup to get $50 in lineups. Again, code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup to get an extra $50 in lineups with Prize Picks. That link in the chat and in the description of today's stream. And speaking of my lineup, this is how it's looking early here. I went with a 3-pick power play, 20 to win 150. Derrick White, less than 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's awful. He's been terrible in the first 6 minutes of this game. Only 1 combined there. Embiid, more than 4.5 assists. He's got 1. Quentin Grimes, more than 1.5 3-pointers made. That was a demon play. We'll see what happens when he gets in. He has not checked into the game quite yet. All right, back to that super chat. That 20, again, every 20 that comes in, we got to do a beer bong. Got the beer bong on deck. Got the happy dad. We're in commercial break. Don't worry, you're not missing a second of the action. Check the Knicks score. Knicks are up 81-34, almost at halftime. Rover. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, let's get the beer bong going. Cheers, everybody. Come on. Let's go, Sixers. Hit that thumbs up icon. Like the stream. 145 people watching. Can we get to 70 likes right now? If you're a real one, hit that like button. All right, back in action here. Sixers with it. Paul George fouled on a 3-point shot. They're going to say foul before the shot, actually. So Paul George fouled on the floor. He does not understand how that wasn't in the shooting motion. Looks like George was shooting the ball. I'm not sure how that should be 3 free throws for George. He was shooting the ball. Oh, I don't know about that. Second foul on Jaylen Brown in this first quarter. He'll stay in the ballgame. Now George dumps it off to Embiid. Embiid resets to Maxey. 5 to shoot. Maxey to the corner. What a pass. VJ, 3. No good. What a pass from Maxey. I don't know how he got it there. VJ, though, could not cash in. Here's Derrick White. As Peyton Pritchard has checked in, but he came in for Hauser. Now Jaylen Brown, he'll be fouled by VJ. And he'll go to the line here. It's been a lot of Jaylen Brown versus VJ Edgecombe for the Celtics. And Jaylen Brown's won that matchup so far. VJ doesn't think he should be called for a foul. Hey, he got him a little bit on the lower body. So I can see why they called that there. Kenneth Jackson, we can catch lightning in the bottle. Hopefully. First free throw is good for Brown, who has had his struggles at the free throw line as well. Speaking of the free throw line, by the way, the Sixers are doing the brickin' for chicken promo for the entire game. Usually it's only the second half where if an opposing player misses 2 consecutive free throws, you can get free Chick-fil-A. They're doing that for the entire game tonight. So we'll see if that happens. Brown made the first, so it does not apply here. Brown's second free throw. No good! I said he had his struggles. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. Sixers still lead 11-9. 5:40 to play in the opening quarter. No subs yet. Actually, Quentin Grimes has checked in for the Sixers. VJ Edgecombe takes a seat. Embiid sets a screen for Maxey. Maxey. Oh, what a move! Splits the defense. Euro steps through the lane for 2. What a move there from Maxey. Thought he had nowhere to go, but he made some space. Now here's Brown. Ball taken away by Grimes. Knocked out of bounds. Should be Sixer ball. Oh, they're going to say Grimes touched it last. Grimes wants the Sixers to review. What an amazing defensive play there from Grimes. And Kelly Oubre was in on it. Let's see the replay. That's off. That's off Grimes. Oh, they're going to change the call. No challenge needed. They say it's Sixer ball. I'm not going to lie. Based off the replay, I thought maybe Grimes touched that last, but doesn't matter. Sixer ball. Turnover. Another one for Boston. Now Maxey gets it to Embiid. Open free throw line jumper. Oh, my God. How did that not fall? That was halfway down and out. Tatum, pull up 3. Got it. Sudden change there, man. That 2 didn't fall for Embiid. Tatum pulls up right over Maxey. Back to a 1-point game. 13-12 Sixers lead. Maxey off the Embiid screen. He'll get it up top to Joel. Hands it off to George. George working on White. Created some space. Step back jumper. No good. Embiid fighting for the rebound. Tips it out to Grimes. To George. George turns it over, though, trying to get it back down low to Embiid. And now Pritchard. His layup is good. Just like that, Celtics have taken the lead in this ballgame. 14-13 lead for Boston. Here's Embiid now, working on Vucevic. On the left block, double comes. Great pass from Embiid to the cutting Kelly Oubre. That's what I'm talking about, man. When the Celtics send doubles, Embiid's gotten so much better at reading those double teams. Sixers lead. Dude, what? Unbelievable. That's how you handle business, man.
Can you guys win tonight?
We're up right now, up by 1.
How much?
Just started. Yeah. Dude, unbelievable. That's embarrassing, dude.
And they tried to fight.
They did?
Yeah,
Oh.
Tyson Daniels at the foul line throws an elbow to Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, of
They
course.
square off. Oh yeah, who's gonna win a fight? Mitchell Robinson or Australian?
Oh, I wonder. Man. 181 people watching. Timeout, Boston. Sixers are playing some great basketball, man. Playing some great basketball. Hit that like button, baby. Boston needs a timeout. 168 people watching, 54 likes. Smash that like button, baby. Let's go. Looking at some early numbers here, and I got to tweet this out. Give me a follow over on X if you are active over on X/Twitter. I'm always talking about the Sixers. See my username down there at the bottom of the screen, at Jake Chipper. But I love the way the Sixers have played so far. They look like the better team. They really do. They really do. Up to 58 likes. Let's go. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep hitting that like button. They look like the better team. All right, looking at some numbers so far. Looking at some numbers so far. Embiid to start the game here. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Just 2 of 6 from the field, but 2 of 4 from 2. He is 0 of 2 from 3. So I think, kind of what he does is see if he can get it going from 3 early. If not, just get down low. Just get down low. Not bad for Embiid. 5, 3, and 2. You'll take it. Some team stats here. The Celtics already with 3 turnovers. Sixers also have 3 turnovers, unfortunately. Sixers are already 3 of 3 at the rim. Even 9-9 on the rebounding battle. As we're coming back now from commercial break. Maxey also has 5 points to start the game. 2 of 3 from the field. George knocked down a 3. And then Oubre with the other 2. Here we go. 4:01 left to play in the opening quarter. Peyton Pritchard into the game with Sam Hauser. It's Pritchard, Hauser, Walsh, Tatum, and Vucevic for the Celtics. It's Grimes, Maxey, Embiid, Oubre, and George for Philadelphia. Tatum off the screen from Vucevic. Ball knocked away, taken away by Oubre. Maxey collects it to Grimes, lays it up and in. Another great defensive play by Philadelphia. Hauser out to Pritchard, swings to Tatum, to Walsh in the corner. Walsh, guarded by George, nowhere to go, gives it up to Pritchard. He'll run the pick and roll with Tatum. Pritchard spins, fade away over Grimes. Pritchard got it. Man, he has been so good over the past few games. Not just shooting the 3 ball, but he's been good on the inside too, man. Cannot let him get going. He was great in Game 4 in Philadelphia. All right, here's Embiid, hands it up to Maxey. Pull up 3, got it to go! Tyrese Maxey, another 3! Sixers up 2016. Great screen from Embiid. Maxey's now 2 of 2 from 3. And Pritchard, take it away, Embiid steals it. Embiid steals it. Another turnover for Boston. Now Embiid's got Pritchard on him. He's going to back him down. Oh, he'll kick to the corner. Open. Oubre 3. Oh, no good. I would like to see Embiid just take that. I get Oubre was wide open, but... Oh, that should be a backcourt. No backcourt call. Tatum pull-up 3 is good. Oh, man. These are the kind of games Tatum lives for, man. He's got 8. Sixers up by 1. Maxey and Embiid, 2-man game again. Maxey gives it up to Joel. Step back jumper over Vucevic. Once again, in and out for Embiid. Now Hauser nearly loses it. Tatum. And he's going to be fouled by Embiid on the drive. Good job by Embiid to step in. Tatum had a clear line of the basket. All they could really do there is foul. So with 1:48 left to play, Jayson Tatum will go to the line. That'll be the first foul on Joel Embiid. It's been a back and forth game, man. The Sixers, for the most part, I think have looked like the better team, but Boston has had an answer. Tatum's first free throw. It's short. No good. And the fans are on their feet. There's Chick-fil-A on the line right now, bricking for chicken for the entire game. Andre Drummond will check in for Joel Embiid. He'll get a rest. This is for the chicken. Make some noise. Make some noise in the chat for another miss from Tatum for some chicken. Kelly Oubre also going to check out for Philadelphia. He makes it. Justin Edwards checks into the game. Didn't see him really at all that I can recall in Game 5, but he gets some first quarter action here. It's Maxey, George, Grimes, Edwards, and Drummond. Here's Grimes off the Drummond screen. Finds a cutting Maxey. Floater, tough shot off one leg. No good. Little right leg, right hand shot. Not normally how you see it. Nearly got it to go. Now Tatum matched up against Maxey. Clear advantage for Tatum. He leans in. Mid-range jumper, no good. Drummond to head to Grimes. Grimes. Euro step through the lane. Smoked the layup. Grimes smoked the layup. Still tied at 20 apiece. Tatum resets to Pritchard. Deep three. Well short. Rebound goes to Grimes. Minute left to play in this opening quarter. Deadlocked at 20 apiece. Drummond. Give it to Maxey. They'll run the pick and roll. Maxey attacking. Ball ripped away by Walsh. And what a save from Queta. Diving on the floor. Walsh gives it up to Hauser. His three is good. The turnover leads to 3 points the other way for Boston. 39 seconds left to play. Maxey. Step back two. Got a good look at it, but bricked it off the side of the rim. 2-for-1 opportunity there. I get why he took that shot. Had a good look at it, but just couldn't knock it down. 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock for Boston. Tatum with it up top, guarded by Edwards. Edwards bites at a pump fake. Tatum three. Airballed it. Tatum airballed it. Everybody in the chat right now. Airball. 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 Type airball in the chat. All right, Sixers will have a chance to tie. Down 23-20, 12 seconds left in this first quarter. The Sixers have not scored in nearly 3 minutes. Embiid comes back in for the final possession. Maxey off the Embiid screen, drives in, layup no good. Tatum with the rebound. Oh! Oh, Embiid just went down hard at the end of the quarter. He's holding his leg. He gets right back up. He gets right back up. He's got a little bit of a limp. He looks to be okay. So after the missed shot there from Maxey, Tatum tried to throw it ahead with about a second left. Embiid went for the steal. Great hustle play for Embiid not to give up the bucket, but he went down hard, holding his leg. He got back up, though. Hopefully he's okay, man. Hopefully he's okay. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We'll head to the second. Type those twos in the chat. Type those twos. He's not okay. He's okay. He was limping a little bit. I think he'll be fine. He got back up very quickly. Type those twos. We're headed to the second quarter. And we can take a look at some first quarter numbers. I do agree, Naheem. He has to be more careful than that. I get one to make the hustle play, but I don't think that Hauser, who the pass was intended for, would have been able to get a shot off anyways. Kevin Washington, Kenneth Jackson, the money fork, typing those twos. Latude, Naheem as well. 217 people watching, 61 likes. The bosses always tell me we got to shoot for a 50% like rate. So if we got 200 people watching, that means we need 100 likes. Can we get to 100? We're 39 likes away. If you're enjoying the free coverage, hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. It helps out the stream. Takes just a second. And we'll look at some numbers here. Some team stats from the first quarter. Let's get these pulled up. All right, here we go. Up to 66 likes now, 67 likes. Appreciate y'all. All right, from the first quarter, here are those numbers. Celtics, 9 of 19 from the field. Sixers just 8 of 24. So just what? 33% from the field for Philadelphia in the opening quarter. Not ideal. They are 3-9 from 3, so they've taken more threes than Boston, made the same amount. They are losing the rebounding battle by 5, but only 1 offensive rebound for Boston's big. 6 assists for both teams. Boston, though, did have 5 turnovers in that first quarter. 5 turnovers in that first quarter. And Joel Embiid will stay in the game to start the second quarter. The offense did stall, though. The offense did stall. Got to get it back going again. Boston is out shooting Philadelphia, but more shot attempts for the Sixers. All right, here we go. Second quarter action is underway. Celtics will start with it. Luka Garza into the game. Jaylen Brown back in. Tatum is out. Brown will take a pull-up 2. Tough shot. Gets it to go. 5-point lead for Boston. Let's go. Got to respond. Got to respond if you're Philadelphia. VJ Edgecombe back into the game. Double screen. VJ pull-up 2. Can't get it to go. He'll be fouled, though, on the jumper. Did not get a clean landing space, and so he'll go to the line now for 2 free throws. Foul going to be called on Derrick White, his first. 29 likes away from 100. Keep hitting that like button, baby. When we get to 100 likes, I'll give you all a free beer chug. How about that? VJ makes the first free throw. VJ struggling offensively throughout the series outside of game 2. Can he get it going here tonight? Second free throw is good. His first 2 points of the game. Brings Philadelphia back within 3. Embiid just 2 of 7 so far tonight. Here's Jaylen Brown. 1-on-1 ISO against VJ. Brown pull up 2. Good defense from VJ. Shots missed, knocked out of bounds. Who's it going to be off of? Off of Boston, so Sixers will take over. 1 and done for the Celtics. Now Embiid working 1-on-1 with Garza. And Embiid made quick work of Luka Garza. He'll be fouled. Embiid to the free throw line. If Luka Garza is in the game, Embiid should get the ball every single time. Luka Garza should not be able to play in this kind of playoff series. Not a chance when Embiid is in there. Not a chance. Right now on the floor for Philadelphia, Grimes, VJ, Oubre, Edwards, and Embiid. Heavy bench unit for the Celtics. Pritchard, White, Shireman, Garza, Brown. Embiid misses the first free throw. Got to make these count. Embiid, such a reliable free throw shooter usually. One more coming for Joel. Sixers down 25-22. Got the second. Now 25-23. Here's Garza. Over to Pritchard. Garza now hands it off to Brown. Brown, spin move, step back on Oubre. He got Oubre in the air off the pump fake, so now Jaylen Brown, some free throws coming for him. Oubre got beat. Brown, step back. Oubre thought he was going to shoot. Brown with the pump fake. He'll go to the line. The Money Fork says smash the like button for this dude. Money Fork, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Brown at the line. No good on the first free throw. The struggles continue. Can we get some free chicken The fans are making noise. Second free throw from Brown is up. No good! No good! 0 for 2 from Brown, and that's free Chick-fil-A. Sixers attack quickly. Edwards, 3, no good. Oubre, rebound. Lost it out of bounds. Great hustle from Kelly to grab the rebound, but he lost it. I don't know if I love that quick shot from Edwards, but Shireman in the corner stepped out of bounds. Turnover again for Boston. Turnover is a bit of a problem for the Celtics in this series. It's another one there. We'll see how long the Sixers go without Maxey on the floor. That's a 6th turnover for Boston. VJ running the offense. Kicks it out to Embiid. Embiid will take a 3. Finally got one to go. The big fella. Emphatic in his celebration because he finally got a 3-pointer to fall. Sixers back in front. Here's Brown. Gets inside and Oubre is a little bit shaken up. Brown now with 7 points here tonight. VJ will once again initiate the offense. He'll get a screen from Embiid. VJ will dish it off. Joel, great look for 2 and can't get it to go. He was wide open from just inside the free throw line. Those are the ones that he's just got to hit, man. Just got to make those. Now Brown posting up Edwards. Edwards giving it his all. Brown leans in, kicks out. Pritchard, open 3. No good. Edwards with a rebound. Great defense there from Edwards on Jaylen Brown. Now VJ attacking quickly all the way. Right hand slam. VJ Edgecombe throws it down. What an explosion there from VJ. Attacking the rim. That's what I want VJ to do. Now Pritchard to Garza. Garza thought about the 3. Resets to Pritchard. Pritchard gets by. Edwards shot blocked by Oubre. And Celtics knock it out of bounds. Sixers take over. What a play from Oubre. And they're showing the replay of the Edgecombe dunk. Great block from Oubre as well to save 2 points after Pritchard got right by Justin Edwards. Tyrese Maxey comes back into this ball game here. Edwards takes a seat. Embiid will take a seat as well. Now VJ, his shot's blocked on the other end. Here comes Jaylen Brown attacking Quentin Grimes. Grimes knocks it out of his hand, but he gets it back and puts it in. Grimes has been really good with his hands defensively. Unlucky there, the ball went right back to Brown. Now 9 for Jaylen Brown. Here's Oubre. He'll get a screen from Drummond. Little Oubre Drummond 2-man game is interesting. Oubre gets in the paint, puts it up and in. Bad defense there from Boston. Just let Oubre walk right into the paint. Now Oubre steals it from Jaylen Brown. Over to Grimes. Grimes. Oh, indecisive there. Now he'll pull up from 3. I don't love that possession at all from Grimes. He had some opportunities to pass that ahead. Instead, he hesitated on the shot and pulled up for 3. Missed it. Celtics get the rebound. They quickly call a timeout. Missoula does not like what's going on out there. Sixers up 30-29 midway through this second quarter. It has been a grinded out type of game so far here tonight. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that sub button. We have a saying around here, sub for Sixers dubs. You want Philadelphia to win, hit that sub button. Free Sixers coverage all year long. We do way more than just watch parties here on the channel. Videos on Sixers news, rumors, analysis all year long. We also go live for the draft, free agency, coverage all throughout the year. From a lifelong Sixer fan, for those fellow Sixers fans out there, if you're a real one, hit that sub button. Trying to see how close we can get to 26K here tonight. Appreciate you guys. Christian Malley watching the game here in Germany on Sky Sports Top Event. Shout out to you, Christian, watching from Germany. What time is it there right now? 3 a.m. My goodness. Naheem, Sixers are defending very well. Yeah, the Sixers defense, we picked up about 4 subs right there. Shout out to those of you who have subscribed. If you're a new subscriber, type me in the chat right now. But, yeah, the defense for Philadelphia has been what's really been able to keep them in this series and win them some games, man. And they're capable of playing some great defense when they're locked in. Obviously, having Embiid in there helps a lot. Yeah, Latu, now that's a fan right there. You're dialed in from overseas, watching it very early in the morning or late at night, depending on how you want to put it. That's dedication, man. Darren, yeah, 3 a.m., same as me, from Montenegro. That's crazy, 3 a.m. That's dedication, man. Jesse, been a Sixers fan since 75. Bernard King days. Sixers have not won the finals since, what, 82? 83. 82-83 season. Haven't been to the conference finals since 2001. I was not alive the last time the Sixers were in the conference finals. I was born a couple months after, back in 01. But been a Sixer fan my whole life, man. And just want to see them make it back, make a deep run. The way they're playing in this series against the favorites in the East in Boston makes you feel confident if they're able to pull this one out, man. Shout out to all the real ones out there, man. Here we go. Back in action now. Following the Celtics timeout. Jaylen Brown has it in the corner, working on Oubre. He'll kick it to Queta. Good defense there from Drummond to contest the shot. VJ corrals the rebound. Now Maxey behind the back. Gets in the paint. Right hand floater. Good. Sweet move from Maxey. Another 2 there for Tyrese. Now White will pull a 3. Derrick White got it to go. Sixers double Jaylen Brown, left White open. He's been really bad in this series. You do not want to let him get it going, as White ties it back up at 32 apiece. Now George to Oubre in the corner. Sixers spacing pretty bad here. Oubre for 3. Oh, he got it! Kelly Oubre. If he can make some threes, that will be big. He's also really struggled. Sixers now have knocked down 5 of their 13 threes. Here's Queta, gets it to Brown. Brown guarded by Maxey. Maxey hanging tough. And how is that a foul? Jaylen Brown just put his whole shoulder and forearm into Maxey. Maxey was just backing up and they call a foul. Let's see this again. Maxey hands out. Brown goes right into him. How is that a foul? Come on, refs. Come on. Ball don't lie. Brown misses another free throw. Ball don't lie. Come on, man. What an awful call. Ball never lies. Unreal. Second free throw for Brown. He got the second. Another 1-for-2 trip to the line for Brown. Knicks, by the way, up 103-50. All right, here's George off the Drummond screen. He'll pull up for 3. Whoa, Paul George knocks it down. What a shot from PG. His second 3 of the night. I love an aggressive, confident Paul George, man. He's got 6. Now Derrick White navigating some screens. He'll give it up to Brown. Now he'll set a screen for Brown, who takes a deep 3 himself, and he knocks it down. Tough shot for Jaylen Brown, who's been awesome in this series. Halfway through quarter number 2, Sixers up 38-36. VJ into the paint, fade away, midi. VJ got it! And when VJ's hitting those, it's always a good sign for the Sixers offensively. VJ now has 6. And Kelly Oubre's going to foul Jaylen Brown on the perimeter. Foul will be on the floor. Good to see VJ getting it going from the mid-range. Worked on that shot a lot this year. Second foul on Oubre. He'll stay guarding Brown. He'll hand it off to Queta. And shot blocked by Paul George. George rises up and denies Queta, who kind of fell over on the attempt, but still count it for PG. Now Maxey, guarded by Tatum. Maxey will call for a screen from Drummond. Maxey will attack Queta, and he's fouled on the layup attempt. Maxey will go to the free throw line here with the Sixers up by 4. Queta, clear foul there. The foul number 2 on Queta. Maxey at the free throw line, knocks down the first. Sixers lead extended to 5 points here. Second free throw, Maxey. Up and good. Sixers lead up to 6. Here's Pritchard over to Brown. Once again, guarded by Oubre. Brown drives baseline, pushes off, offensive foul! Jaylen Brown shoving Oubre to the floor. And that'll be another turnover, another foul on Brown, his 3rd. And it's just such an obvious offensive foul. Brown with a forearm shiver to the chest of Oubre. He does it every time he gets the ball. And he also stepped on his foot. He's been doing that all series, man. 3rd foul on Jaylen Brown. He'll head to the bench with 5 minutes left to go in this second quarter. All right, here we go. Sixers now with it. VJ to Paul George. George, good look for 3. Can't get it to go. And now another offensive foul. Illegal screen on Neemias Queta. That'll be his 3rd. Another offensive foul and boneheaded mistake for the Boston Celtics. Just clearly moving. Gave, again, a shoulder to Kelly Oubre, who draws another offensive foul. Shout out to Oubre. The shots might not be falling. The offense might be struggling for KO. But it's little things like that that he always does so well. Sixers back the other way. Here's Maxey working the 2-man game with Drummond. Maxey gets into the paint. Puts up a floater, step through, no good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it back up, no good again. Drummond with the offensive board. Puts a shoulder into Vucevic and puts it up and in. Joel Embiid's hype on the sideline. Drummond with the bucket there. It's an 8-point advantage for Philadelphia. Tatum drives on George. He'll be fouled by Drummond. And Sixers fans wanted another offensive foul call there. Again, I'm not sure how that's not another offensive foul. I think the refs were scared to call another one. But again, Tatum puts the shoulder and the forearm right into Paul George. How is that not another foul? Drummond fouled Tatum afterwards, kind of grabbed at his shoulder. It's unbelievable. I get you've called a few offensive fouls in a row. If you're the refs, you probably don't want to call it again. But Call what's there, man. Tatum to the line. First free throw. Got it. Number 2 coming. Tatum got both. 44-38 Sixers lead. 4 minutes to play in this first half. Maxey handoff from Drummond. Maxey crossover inside, resets to George. George, Euro step. Shot no good, but it's going to be a blocking foul called on Derrick White as George tried to avoid him. Did a good job. Contact was kind of minimal, but it'll send George to the line. Both teams now in the bonus for this final 4 minutes of action in quarter number 2. Second foul there on Derrick White. As Joel Embiid going to get set to check back into this ball game here. Good stretch from Drummond. Always good when you can get some good minutes from your backup center. First free throw from PG, knocks it down. Yeah, Frame McRib, good to see you again. That Knicks-Hawks series is over. Knicks up 111-57 with 2:45 left to play in the third quarter. Atlanta did not show up tonight. All right, Embiid back in. Oubre as well in there with VJ, Maxey, and George, who knocks down both free throws. Lead back to 8 now for Philadelphia. Tatum working on George. Try to get a screen. George, good job staying. Now, oh, man. Sick cross from Tatum. Got inside. Good defense from George to stay with it, but enough space for Tatum to finish up at the rim. Make it 13 points now for Tatum. George, sidestep, 3 over Tatum. Good! What a move from George. Little crossover of his own. Now Hauser tries to respond. His 3 no good. Kelly Oubre rebound. Taken away by White. Oh, Oubre, what are you doing? Now Tatum down low against Embiid. And a great pass from White down low. Tatum finishes for 2. Sixers still up by 7. Maxey gets inside. His layup. Wow, what a shot! And is that basket going to count? There was a foul on Embiid. I think after the bucket, we'll see if they count it. Maxey made a super tough layup. And the foul will be on the floor, so count the basket. But Embiid kind of ran over Derrick White after the bucket. So it will be a foul on Embiid, but count the 2 for Maxey. Sixers up by 9. 2:48 left to play in quarter number 2. Let's go, man. Let's go. Type those PHIs in the chat right now. Where my real ones at? 236 people watching live. I want to see the chat flooded with those PHIs. If you're feeling good about the way this game is going right now. While you guys do that, get down to the chat. I'm going to take a second to tell you again about our sponsor here on the show. That is Prize Picks. Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app. Postseason basketball is here. No better way to catch it on the action than with our friends at Prize Picks. Super easy to use. All you got to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. You can choose flex play or power play, and you are on your way. If you want some inspiration for your picks, you can give me a follow on the Prize Picks app now with the new social feeds feature. My username @JChip. You can see my lineups before I reveal them on the show. You can also follow your friends as well and copy lineups with a single click. We have a great offer for new users. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup to receive $50 in lineups. Again, code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup to receive $50 in lineups with Prize Picks. That link in the live chat and in the description of today's show. The lineup that I went with here for tonight's Game 6 action is as such: $20 to $150. Derrick White, less than 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's only got 5 so far. Good start there for us. Embiid, more than 4.5 assists. He's already got 3. Only need 2 more. Grimes, more than 1.5 3-pointers made. None yet. Needed him to put some shots up and get it going like he did in game number 5. All right, some shout-outs to people, the people typing those PHIs in the building. Naheem Irwin, David LaBouffe, Latoon, the Monkey Fort, Christian Malley, Lastrami, my parents in the chat as well typing those PHIs. Nate DeMighty, Cypress Civic, Jamal Johnson, Kenneth Jackson. Big shout out to everybody here hanging out in the building. 235 people watching. We're 12 likes away from 100. If you haven't already, help support the show. Free and easy way to do that. Hit that thumbs up icon. Some more numbers here for the Sixers to start this ball game. Tyrese Maxey off to a quick start. 14 points for him. 2 of 2 from outside. 5 of 12 overall from the field. Joel Embiid, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Shooting numbers obviously not great, just 3 and 9 from the field, but he's made his impact felt, no doubt about it. Paul George, 11 points. Love to see this from PG. Playoff P, is he here? We'll see. Jayson Tatum dealing with some tightness in that leg, it looks like. Getting a little extra work on his lower body. We'll see if he's okay. He does stay in the game, but something to monitor here as we move forward. All right, Sixers up 51-42, 2:48 left to play. Derrick White at the free throw line coming out of this timeout. Celtics in the bonus after Embiid fouled him on the other end. Derrick White's first free throw is good. And yeah, the money fork, definitely want to finish this half out strong, right? Good teams know how to close quarters and close halves strong on a high note. You're up 8 right now. Got to do that exactly here. White's second free throw good, so making now a 7-point lead for the Sixers. Embiid down low on Vucevic. Picked up his dribble, had to reset it. Now wants it back. Faces up on Vucevic. Double comes, finds VJ. Open, look for 3. Well short from Edgecombe. But those are the shots he's going to get. Got to knock those down. Now Tatum backing down on VJ. VJ with some great defense to force the miss. And George comes away with the rebound. VJ undersized in that matchup, but had the toughness there. Now George, little step back 2 over Derrick White. Around and out. Again, that one was halfway good. Tatum, we're going to screen from Vucevic. He'll take a deep 3. No good. George, another rebound. Now Maxey. To Embiid, back to Maxey. Fadeaway 2. Rolls in. Maxey got it to go. That Embiid Maxey 2-man game continues to be phenomenal. Maxey's got 16 points. Sixers up by 9. 1:25 to play. Pritchard out to Vucevic. Open look for 3. Oh, in and out. That one looked good. Lucky there. He was wide open. Embiid grabs the rebound. Now Maxey, another screen from Embiid. He'll pull for 3. Maxey again! 4-3. Sixers up by 12. Pour it on. Largest lead tonight for Philadelphia. Derrick White, he'll step back. He'll shoot a 3. He got it. Derrick White might be starting to find it here. Cuts the lead down to 9. 8 points for White. 2 of 2 from 3. Maxey and Embiid, 2-man game again. Maxey out to Embiid. Wide open. He'll take a 3. No good. Fight for the rebound. Bodies flying, taken by Tatum. Knocked out of bounds. I believe by Oubre. It'll stay with Boston. Good job there, though, to knock it out. Boston was running the fast break. Tatum going to shoot them out of the game. Yeah, he's struggled from three all series long. Tatum will inbound it to Vucevic. 30 seconds to play. About a 12-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Embiid does a good job of staying out on Pritchard. Pritchard has to give it up to Tatum. 10 to shoot, guarded by George. Tatum will post up PG. Great defense from George. Has to relocate to Pritchard. Now George switches on to Pritchard. Inside. What an unbelievable shot from PP. George was playing unbelievable defense that entire possession on Tatum and Pritchard, but Pritchard just threw up a prayer inside, got it to go. Now Maxey with 5 to shoot. Right hand floater inside. Good. Tyrese Maxey has turned it on, folks. 2 seconds left. Derrick White nearly banked in a 3 to end the quarter. That'll do it. That'll take us to the halftime break. Sixers up by 9, 58 to 49. Great half of basketball from the Sixers. Great half of basketball from the Sixers. Get those PHIs going again. Let me hear y'all in the chat. Let's go. Paul George here talking at halftime. Trying to crowd the paint, rebound, make it as tough as possible on Paul George or on Tatum and Brown. And George's gas, you can tell, man, all the guys out there are playing their asses off. They're playing their asses off. This is what I want to see, man. Backs against the wall, how do you play? They're giving it 110% effort, man. Let's go, man. Lord Buddy Bear, I get to enjoy 8 months of no mock drafts. F Boston. F the Celtics. They went up 3-1. They thought it was over. They thought it was over. The Sixers not going to lay down. All right, let's look at some first half numbers. Tyrese Maxey. We've kind of been waiting for a massive Tyrese Maxey performance. We've gotten it so far here tonight. 21 points in the first half for Maxey. 3 for 3 from outside. He's gotten whatever he wants all night, man. He had enough of the haters saying Jordan Walsh was clamping him. He said, you know what? I was one of the best players in the league this season. Should be All-NBA first team. He's showing why here tonight. Embiid hasn't even really got it going yet. I mean, he's got 9, 4, and 4. Just 3 of 10 from the field. And the Sixers are still up by 9. Again, thanks in large part to Maxey, but also Paul George, who has been phenomenal tonight on both ends of the floor. The two-way impact of Paul George, this is why you signed him. 11 points, 3 of 5 from behind the arc. VG Edgecombe's got it going a little bit. Just 2 of 6, but I thought he's made some impactful baskets. He's played some great defense as well. So love to see that from VJ. And that's really, you know what? Got to get some flowers to Kelly Oubre, man. He's been dealing with injury. He struggled to shoot the ball especially, but 6 rebounds for him is absolutely massive. And for him to come out, hit a 3, which is big, get some offensive rhythm going. Does have a couple turnovers, but you'll take the way he's playing all night long, man. They're playing as a team. They're playing cohesive. They have a clear game plan. They're playing their asses off. Oh, you're calling it. You're calling it. Celtics host Tyler Smith has called it. He said, see you Saturday for Game 7. We've already got the Celtics fans giving up. How about that? How about that, ladies and gentlemen? How about that? Oh, my goodness. Still a whole half to go, though. Still a whole half to go. But I'll tell you what, the past couple games, Sixers have looked like the better team than Boston, man. They have looked like the better team. Team stats so far through the first half of play. A big number here. The Sixers have taken 47 shots. The Celtics have taken just 38. Sixers have taken 19 threes to the Celtics 16, right? When you can get up more shots than Boston, when you can get up more threes than Boston, man, that is impressive stuff. And Philadelphia, 21 of 47 from the field, 8 of 19 from 3, 8 of 9 from the line. They have evened out the rebounding battle, and they lead with 4 offensive rebounds, so just 1 for Boston, 9 turnovers for the Celtics, only 5 for the Sixers. They've been better in all aspects of this game so far. They really have. They have looked like the better team. Q Genius, no room for complacency. You got to keep the foot on their neck. Absolutely, man. There is no room to let up. You've got to have even more of a sense of urgency, even more energy. Play even harder in half number 2. Grade the Sixers here so far in that first half. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know down in the chat. Get the chat rolling. We're also 4 likes away from 100. Can we get there here in the next minute? 4 likes away from 100. As soon as we get there, I'm cracking open my second drink of the night. Let's go. I think it's got to be an A first half for the Sixers. Not much to complain about, man. They could maybe be shooting a little bit better, but, I mean, dude. Nate, hold on a sec. Where are those Celtics fans from the other day? Yeah, there were a lot of Celtics fans here early in Game 5. They were making a lot of noise. And since then, I haven't seen a whole lot of them here tonight. QG, definitely an A. Christian, A+. Screebus typing those W's. The Money Fork, A. Lord Buddy Bear, A-. Yeah, Nate, all of a sudden they don't want to be here, man. What's going on? What's going on? Where are they at? We got Celtics fans already giving up. They face a little adversity, then what happens, huh? The Sixers were down 3-1 facing adversity, and they're responding. The Celtics are just 5-9 when trailing at halftime in the playoffs since Joe Mazzulla has been the head coach. Let's go, man. 2 likes away from 100. Who's going to get us there? Who's going to get us there? 2 likes away. We're 1 like away. David, the Celtics fans are crying. Yeah, they probably are. They're already recouping, wondering how they can win Game 7. And yet, Robbie, Maxey has 21 points at halftime. He is killing it. Killing it. Appreciate you guys. We crushed and crossed over that goal of 100 likes. We're up to 103. Continue to hit that like button. And I'll give you all a cheers and a chug here. Nate, 40 bomb incoming for Maxey. He's on the way. QG, Jaylen and JT, a.k.a. the stiff arm push-off brothers. They've been pushing off all night with that off arm. Fang, Sixers saw Atlanta today and said, I don't want to be like them. Yeah, the Hawks got blasted by the Knicks. I think that game is still going on. Yeah, there's still 9 minutes left to play. Knicks are up 125-70 in Atlanta. Sixers said, we can't get embarrassed like that. David, I love that shirt. Hey, thank you. I got this. The Sixers released some of these like classic shirts with Mitchell and Ness back a few weeks ago. And I promoted them on the show for a little bit while they were still in stock. I don't think they are anymore, but I got this AI shirt here. I thought it was sick, so I had to rock it tonight. Nate, I'll chug for Philly. David, what did I miss? Oh, you missed a lot, man. Sixers have looked like the better team from start to finish. Tyrese Maxey has 21 points. He's cooking. The Sixers' defense has been phenomenal. Paul George getting it going. VJ Edgecombe getting it going a little bit. Joel Embiid hasn't even really got it going yet. For the Celtics, like Tatum's been great, and we can look at some Celtics numbers here. Tatum's been great. He's got 15 and 10. Jaylen Brown, decent, right? 13, 5 and 9. Not a whole lot else really to speak of. I mean, Derrick White's got 8. Pritchard has 6, but Philadelphia's been the better team, man. Super chat coming in. The Money Fork, $5. We'll pop that up, and I'll do my chug for that and for us crossing 100 likes. Money Fork, appreciate you. Sports Energy, why does it have to be on Peacock? Hey, that's why we're here, man. For all those of you who can't watch, don't have streaming services, I know that it's dumb the game isn't on NBC, but it says what it is. That's why we're here, to provide coverage for those of you who either can't watch a game or just want to hang out and watch with me. Either way, I appreciate it. All right, Money Fork. Here's that 5 coming in. Big shout out to you. I really appreciate it, man. You're a real one. You're a legend. Fun stuff. Love seeing this team gel to Game 7. Still a whole half left to play, but yes, that's the way it's looking right now. Q Genius, that VJ poster was sick, man. Sick. And what a day for Philly, by the way. The Phillies with another walk-off win. Alec Boehm with a sacrifice fly to end the game. And they beat the Giants twice in one day. The Phillies and the Giants got rained out yesterday, so they played back-to-back games today, doubleheader. And the Phillies with a walk-off win in both games. And they're 3-0 since they fired Rob Thompson. That's crazy. David, is Embiid's knee okay? Yeah, he's fine. He came back in after the little injury scare. And if the vibes weren't good enough, how about Franklin, the Sixers mascot, hitting a backwards half-court shot tonight? Great night for Philadelphia. And the Flyers won their series last night. And the Eagles crushed the NFL draft. No better time to be a Philadelphia sports fan than right now, as long as Philadelphia can close this one out. All right, cheers, everybody. Cheers to Money Fork. Cheers to everybody hanging out in the building. We've hit that thumbs up icon. Been a great night for the Sixers so far. Got to close it out. Pretty cool here. The Timberwolves playing the Nuggets tonight. Timberwolves players showing up in the Dante DiVincenzo jerseys, of course. Villanova legend Dante DiVincenzo. He tore his Achilles in their playoff series against the Nuggets. Prayers up for him. Prayers up for him. A reminder of our Super Chat menu. All Super Chats get a shout out. $5 gets a beer cheers. $20 gets a beer bong. Looking bad for the C's, man. Looking bad for the C's, man.
They don't even look like the same team.
They don't. The Sixers have looked like the better team all night. I mean, it's unbelievable.
You guys play like this for another 3 more halves. Celtics are going home.
Yeah.
Celtics are going home if it's like this for another 3 halves.
Oh, for sure. For sure. So, those of you who want to send into Super Chat like the Money Fork just did, we always like to show love for that as well because we really appreciate it. Another cheers for y'all. Give me a Game 7. Give me a Game 7. Oh, Robbie. Not trading VJ. Oh, are you saying PG? You probably meant PG, not... Yeah, Bucks wouldn't do that. Bucks wouldn't do that. Alrighty. Getting ready for the start of the second half. While we're at it, be sure to hit that sub button. 25,733 people strong. 100% free Sixers coverage all year long. All you got to do is hit that sub button. Lock us in. And you will always stay in the know with everything going on with the Sixers, man. And, of course, if there is a Game 7, we'll be live for that as well. But still 24 minutes of basketball to be played. Sixers up by 9. Close it out, man. 21 points in 21 minutes for Maxey is impressive. Some other numbers from that first half. 9 turnovers for Boston, only 5 for the Sixers. Boston is shooting 40% from 3. Sixers 42% in that first half is impressive stuff. 24 points in the paint. No second chance points for Boston is huge. Sixers leading the offensive rebounding battle 4-1 as well. Just massive. Couple super chats coming in. A couple of 20s. Let's go, man. The energy. The vibes are there. The vibes are there. Got to go get some of these drinks. And we'll pop these 20s up. Let's go, man. Let's have a night. First, shout out to my dad setting the 20. Trust the process. Go Sixers. Close it out. Get to game 7. And then Peter Thurman. The real one, Peter. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing great. Type in LFG, LFG, LFG. Let's go. Young Bahe or Young Beige, however you say it. I don't know. I can't really hear the announcers when I'm doing the game because I'm calling it, but that's crazy if he said that. I'm not sure. Couple 20s coming in. Beer bong coming up before the second half gets underway. Up to $65 in super chats. 109 likes. Just a bunch of Sixers fans hanging out having a good time, man. Let's go. Kill this beer in this beer bong. All right. Second half better get going. Cheers, everybody. If you're drinking, cheers to you. If you're drinking water, cheers to you, man. And let's have a great second half. Let's go. All right, here we go. Celtics start with it. Queta will attack Embiid. Dumps it down low to Tatum. Tatum turns it over. Bad pass. Looking to go right back. Now Oubre nearly loses it. He'll wait. He'll give it to George. George, 3. It's good. What a start for the Sixers. Paul George gets him on the board. Sixers looking good, man. And now an offensive foul. Jaylen Brown, that's his 4th. Another turnover for Boston.
How do you spell 76?
Oh, I believe the only way you can spell 76ers is starting with a 7, man. Game 7, I need it. Let's go. Good start to the second half here for Philadelphia. Maxey down to Embiid. He'll work on Queta. Faces up. Pulls for 2. Good. Sixers up by 14. $11 for Embiid. Now Tatum, clear lane to the rim. Not sure what happened there defensively. Some miscommunication for Philadelphia. He slams it down. Embiid looking to post up Queta again. Gets it in the same spot. A triple team comes. Embiid splits it. Gets his own rebound. Takes a hard fall. He gets right back up on his own. He'll go to the free throw line. Embiid is hot. He's ready to go. That one going to be on Tatum, I believe. Embiid missed the initial shot. Got his own rebound. Fouled by Tatum. Took a hard fall. But got right back up. The money fork cheers with the Yingling. I can't drink Yingling on here or else it wouldn't be good. Got to be able to call the game, you know, but I love me a Yingling now and then. Lord Buddy Bear drinking the Mick Ultra. I love Mick Ultra as well. Just don't have any in the office. It's only Miller and Happy Dads. I usually switch off. Embiid at the line. First free throw is up and good. Card Guy, good to see you. Good to see you in here, Card Guy. Number 2 coming for Embiid. He got it. Sixers lead back up to 14, 65-51. Tatum comes off the screen. Loses it. Knocked away. George fighting for it. He gets it. Another turnover for Boston. Now George and Embiid, two-man game. PG try to dish it off to Joel. VJ takes it. Down to Oubre. Blocked by Queta. Gets it back and misses the shot. Great defense there from Queta. Now Brown. Gives it to Queta. Hands it off to White. Right back to Brown. Thought about a three. Now he'll drive in. VJ switches on. Double comes from Embiid. He throws it to Queta. Queta nowhere to go. Queta, right hand hook shot. No good. Embiid with the rebound. More terrific defense from Philadelphia. Maxey running. He'll reset to George. George, deep three. Nearly got it. That would have sent the crowd into a frenzy. Now Tatum, pull-up threes, well short. Another air ball for Jayson Tatum. Do it again in the chat. Type those air balls. Air ball, air ball, air ball. Tatum's second air ball of the night. What up, Tatum? Now Embiid has it. Once again, he'll post up on Queta. Double comes. He kicks it to Oubre. Oubre, open three. No good. Boston's fine with Oubre taking those shots. Got to knock him down, man. Jaylen Brown, step back. Three of his own is good. Big time swing there. Lead down to 11. Close the window. There's a breeze. I love that. I love that. They'll go to Embiid again. Once again, double comes. What a pass behind the back from Embiid to cutting Oubre, who dunks it home. What a pass from Embiid. Now Brown, blocked by Joel. Up ahead to George. Behind the back to Vijay. He slams it down. Timeout, Boston. What a sequence for Philadelphia. Lead back to 15. Are you kidding me? What is this basketball I'm watching right now from the Sixers? Incredible. A behind-the-back pass from Embiid to Oubre. Then a block on the other end for Embiid. Then a behind-the-back pass from George to VJ. Woo-hoo-hoo. Timeout, Celtics. They got to talk things over. Here come the Sixers. Spare those PHs. Come on. My guy Parisi in the chat. What's good, Aiden? Not Gregory Stevens. Love the energy. When my team is playing like this in a pivotal Game 7, how could I not be hyped, man? How could I not be hyped? Naheem, David, LaBouffe, David Onya, Cypern Civic, Peter Thurman, Clarence Shell typing those PHIs, Maryland, Latoon, The Money Fork, Q Genius, all in the building. Come on, man. Timeout, Boston. Play the song. Hey, it's not done yet, your boy Keith. Not done yet. I never want to call it over this early, but they're playing awesome basketball so far. Timeout, Boston. We have a break in action. I want to take a second to tell you about our sponsor. That is Prize Picks. Today's show brought to you by Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app. Postseason basketball is here. It's electric. No better way to cash in on the action than with our friends at Prize Picks. It's super simple to play. Prize Picks, all you got to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. You can choose flex play or power play, and you are on your way. If you want some inspiration for your picks, you can give me a follow on the Prize Picks app now with their new social feeds feature. My username on there is @JChip. You can also follow your friends and copy lineups with a single click and see what lineups I'm rocking with before I show them here on 76ers Now. We have a great offer for new users too. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup to receive $50 in lineups. Again, code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup to get an extra $50 in lineups with Prize Picks. That link in the chat, in the description right now. And my lineup that I am rocking with here in this game, we'll get an updated look. And so far, looking okay. Derrick White, less than 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's only got 10. Embiid already more than 4.5 assists. Need Quentin Grimes to make a couple threes. We'll see if that can happen here over the last 8 minutes of the third quarter and then the fourth quarter as well. But big shout out to Prize Picks. And shout out to your boy Keith. You're always swagged out with the Sixers gear. Gotta be looking right, man. Gotta be looking right. Always rocking the hat. I like rocking the Sixers hat on the stream, and I don't think I've worn this shirt before on the stream, so I had to break it out tonight. Get some good vibes in there with AI, you know? Alper! What's good, Alper? Come on! Sixers are doing the thing, man. Let's go. We're back in action here in quarter number 3. Derrick White over to Tatum. Tatum back to White. He'll take a 3. Knocks it down. So Boston with a quick answer out of the timeout. Derrick White brings Boston back within 12. Look, the Celtics are a great team. They're going to fight. You got to keep it up. Here's Embiid posting up Queta. No double this time. They'll go one-on-one. Embiid thought he was fouled. Missed it. Oubre, offensive rebound. He puts up a fadeaway jumper. That's good. Kelly Oubre. Again, I gave Kelly Oubre a lot of shit, but he has been really good in this game. Oh, your boy Keith, your Sixer stuff was stolen? Not good. White misses a 3. Embiid rebound out to George. Pull up 3. PG, good! Paul George, it's playoff P, man! 17 for Paul George. 5 threes. Now Brown gets by Oubre into the paint. Stonewalled by Embiid. Resets to Derrick White. 8 to shoot. Now Brown working one-on-one with Embiid. 2 to shoot. Deep 3. No good. Rebound. It'll stay with the Celtics. Queta goes down holding his ankle. And no, they'll change the call. The rest will say it's Sixer ball. What a job by Embiid to stay on the perimeter there with Jaylen Brown. Yeah, that ball's clearly off of Queta. Yeah, and Queta, unfortunately, came down on the foot of Oubre. Turned the ankle a little bit. He'll stay in the game. Sixers up 74-57. Here's George. Inside. Layup. Oh, no good. Had a good look at it. Now Derrick White back to Pritchard. Open look for 3. Peyton Pritchard. In and out. No good. It's all Sixers in this third quarter. Paul George, mismatch on Pritchard. He'll back him down in the left block. George turns it over. Tried to pass it to Oubre, who was wide open. Celtics got in there. Oh, Tatum nearly traveled. No call. Pritchard back to Tatum now. Gets a screen from Queta. Tatum pull up 3-pointer. No good. The Celtics can't buy a basket. Halfway through quarter number 3. Sixers up 74-57. Maxey pull up 2. No good. Here's Tatum trying to work one-on-one with Oubre. Gets into the paint. Floater no good, but Queta there for the putback slam. Still a 15-point advantage for Philadelphia. Embiid looking a little bit winded. Something to monitor here. Here's George off the screen. Cross court to Maxey. He'll give it to Embiid. He'll take a 3. No good. They'll actually say it was a 2. Either way. Missed it. Now White. Thought about the corner 3. He'll be fouled by George, though, on the perimeter. On the floor, so Celtics will inbound here. David Onya. Yeah, Oubre does randomly have good games. Brett out. I like when I say Brett Alper, like I don't know who you are. Yeah, Alper, let me know how Smitty's stream is going. Inbound goes to Brown. He'll get a screen from Vucevic. Now Vooch, good look for 3. Absolutely bricked it. And out of bounds off Derrick White. Thought they might have called a foul. Derrick White wants a foul call. Nothing there. Sixers take possession. Still a 15-point advantage for the Sixers. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Maxey, pull up 2, no good. And going to be a foul on VJ. Fighting for the rebound with Vucevic. VJ fouled him. Game slowed down a little bit here over the past couple minutes. Quentin Grimes is checked into the game as well. George and Embiid on the bench. David, I love it when we beat Boston. Hey, if they hold on, this is going to be awesome. Tatum, off the Vucevic screen, gets it to Brown. Brown thought about the 3. Instead, he'll drive on Kelly Oubre. Good defense from Oubre. Brown, fadeaway 2 is good. Jaylen Brown's been awesome in the mid-range. Lead down to 13 for the Sixers. Make it 18 for Brown. Maxey, downhill. Left-hand layup is good. Soft defense from Boston. Maxey finished right over Vucevic. 23 for Maxey. Now Brown. Oh! They're going to call a foul on Kelly. I thought Kelly stripped him clean. Oubre wants a review. Let's see the replay here. They're actually going to show the previous shot by Brown. They won't show that foul. I thought he had him clean. But they're going to call a foul at Oubre. That'll be his 3rd. And yes, Sixers have 76 points. Type those 7 6s in the chat right now. 343 people watching live. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up icon. Like the stream if you want the Sixers to close this game out. Going to be another foul called on Philadelphia. VJ Edgecombe trying to hold off Derrick White on the perimeter. So that'll be VJ's 3rd as well. Another foul. You don't want to pick those up. Now here's White. Over to Hauser. Wide open. Unable to knock down the 3. Sixers got lucky there. Somebody missed an assignment on Hauser, but he missed. Boston just 2 of 9 from 3 in the third quarter. Maxey and Drummond run the 2-man game. Maxey going to be fouled by Derrick White. Going to be on the floor. No shots for Maxey. Going to be Derrick White's 4th, right? Maybe just his 3rd. Wow, and Tatum walking into the locker room. He's been dealing with some calf tightness. Obviously not good with the whole Achilles thing. He'll go to the locker room. Sixers 4 to shoot. Maxey got to get it up. He'll take a tough step back over White. Airballs it. Be a shot clock violation. So Tatum goes to the locker room. Obviously hope he's okay. But Sixers will take advantage here while he's not in the game. Now Pritchard. Out to Vucevic. Gets it right back. Working off the screen. Gives it back to Vooch. He'll take a midi for 2. No good. Gets his own rebound. Spins. Blocked by Drummond. Great recovery from Andre. Now VJ running. A huge collision between Hauser and VJ. Going to be a blocking foul called on Hauser. Pretty obvious there. Wow, what a play by Drummond on the previous possession to block that shot of Vucevic. And yeah, Hauser was moving. Massive collision. There'll be a foul on Hauser. Sixers will take a timeout. 3:01 left to play. Sixers still holding on to that 15-point advantage, up 76-61. Come on, man. Beautiful basketball being played by Philadelphia. With almost 400 people watching, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If Philadelphia closes this one out, we'll be live for a Game 7 on Saturday. But you get a whole lot more than just watch parties here on the show. Videos all year long, Sixers news, rumors, analysis, and a whole lot more for 100% free. All you got to do is hit that sub button, and you're locked in for free Sixers coverage. Huh. Philly boy, I love it. I wish Zumoff was still calling these games on NBC Philly. Can you do a yes? The Sixers' next three-pointer for Zumoff. I got you. Next 3 the Sixers hit, I'll give you a Zumoff yes. I'll tell you what, it's not going to be as good as Zumoff because Zumoff is a legend. I grew up watching, and Zumoff, was an absolute legend. We're coming in for a landing. But I'll try my best, man. I'll try my best. Your boy Keith, if Grimes gets going, it's a wraps. Yeah, man. 3:01 left to play, so 15 minutes left in this game. Sixers up by 15. You cannot let up an inch. Cannot let up an inch, man. Hit that sub button, man. Sub for Sixers dubs. Nurse is doing a great job. Yeah, man. Nurse caught a lot of flack heading into the playoffs, and, rightfully so, I think, but he also was dealing with a tough situation. Now the team's fully healthy. We're seeing what they can do. And Nurse has done a great job with the game plan, getting Philadelphia to outshoot Boston, playing amazing defense. I've never seen them play defense like they have these past couple of games. So, I don't want that to go over Sixers fans' heads, is how great Nurse has been. Still in commercial break as Boston called a timeout. How about Tyrese Maxey tonight? 23 points. Only 2 in the second half, but he's been phenomenal all night. Paul George, can't say enough good things. 17 points for him. 5 of 8 from 3. Hasn't scored inside the arc, but that's all right. Embiid now up to 13 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Not a great shooting night for him, but he's made an impact defensively as well. I guess I didn't give him that block earlier, but he's still been awesome. VJ's got 8. Want to get some love to Oubre as well. 11 for him. I mean, we're seeing the depth of Philadelphia. A lot of different guys making an impact, which hasn't always happened for Philadelphia. So far, Philadelphia shooting better from 3 than Boston. If you can outshoot Boston from 3, you're on your way to being able to beat them, man. Here we go. Back in action. 3 minutes left to go in this third. Grimes, Drummond, Maxey, George, and Oubre. Paul George, step back, 2. George got it to go. PG, man. So smooth, so clean. Good on the step back, 2. He's got 19. Now, Brown bricks a midi. Ball rolls around, picked up by Oubre. Oubre inside, left-hand layup. Oh, can't get it to fall. Missed a point-blank layup. Now Hauser gets a good look from 3. That's no good. The Celtics shooters have not been hitting their shots. And it's a 17-point advantage for the Sixers. Go back to Paul George, man. He's feeling it. He's got Pritchard on him. He wants the matchup. One-on-one. Oh, gives it up to Maxey. Trying to get better position. Now back to George. He'll shoot in and out. Long midi, no good. Your boy Keith, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being a loyal subscriber. Just trying to get the best coverage I can. Vucevic to Hauser. Hauser, it's stripped. Taken away by Drummond. But goes out of bounds. Everybody's just been phenomenal for the Sixers tonight. Ball will stay with Boston. 9 to shoot. 1:48 left in this third quarter. Oh, man. David LaBouffe, you're right. This is an awesome night. Here's Jaylen Brown. He'll take a deep three. No good. Grimes grabs the rebound. Boston has 61 points. We're almost at the end of the third quarter. Defense, defense, defense. Maxey to George. Rip through move. Midi. Paul George is feeling it. It's good again. Paul George. Jayson Tatum, by the way, back on the bench for Boston. How about PG? 21 points, 10 in the third quarter. Pritchard had an open three. Passed it up. Ball whips around, finds Derrick White in the corner. That's no good again. Sixers up by 19, looking to add on. Boston's been sleepwalking this game, man. No urgency for them. Now Maxey, scoop, layup, good! It's a 21-point lead for the Sixers. 8-0 run over the last 3+ minutes. Pritchard inside, gives it up to White. Right back to Pritchard. He'll take a three. That's no good. Drummond another rebound. Nothing doing for Boston. Maxey, deep three. Oh, he tried. He tried it, man. Ball goes out of bounds. Maxey tried to put a dagger in a Celtics fan's hearts with a deep three there. But it's a 21-point lead for Philadelphia. 409 people watching live. If you like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up icon, like the stream. Let's go, Sixers! No points over the last 4 minutes for Boston. Here's Brown. About a 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock here to end this third quarter. Brown on Maxey. Double team comes. Gets to Walsh. Swing to Vucevic. Pump fake. Gets inside. Vucevic, good shot there. Gets Boston back on the board. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Maxey inside to Drummond. Corner three. Good! Andre Drummond beats the buzzer with a corner three. Are you kidding me? Gives the Sixers a 22-point lead. Oh, it's not going to count. Oh, it's not going to count. What a shot from Drummond. But upon replay, it looks like it was still in his fingertips. So they're going to look at this. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to count. But regardless, what a night for Philadelphia. What a night for Philadelphia. We're headed to the fourth quarter. All my real ones know what that means. It's time to type those fours. Close it out. Game 7 on the way. Type those fours in the chat. David, Latoon, Maryland. Silas Cooks, I subbed because I hit a big win. Hey, congrats to you, man. Congrats to you. I still need a couple Quentin Grimes threes to get a big win for myself. Type those fours. Naheem, I thought he beat the buzzer. It was close, but as you can see here, they took the points away. It was just barely in his fingertips. Cyper and Civic, Naheem Irwin, Peter Thurman typing those fours. Put the Celtics to bed. I'm typing 7 because that's where we're headed, boy. Hey, once the game is over, we'll type those 7s, man. Card Guy, Nate, Gritty Gross typing those fours. Money fork as well, typing those 4s. Let's go, man. The Rav fourth quarter. As Philly Boy says. As soon as you said Paul George midi, I was lit. Hey, he's been cooking, man. He was cooking in that third quarter. George on the night up to 21 points. 21 points for PG. It's been a well-rounded effort. Maxey has 25. So they've done a large majority of the work. But Embiid, I mean, 13, 8, and 5 for him. Kelly Oubre, 11 points, 9 rebounds, 9 big rebounds for Oubre. And looking at some team stats. Through 3 quarters, Philadelphia 31 of 71. Not an amazing shooting percentage, but they've gotten up 10 more shots than Boston. That is huge. They're shooting better from 3 than Boston is. 10 of 25 for the Sixers, 8 of 28 for Boston. The Celtics are just 7 of 13 from the line. And another big number here, 12 turnovers for Boston, which has led to how many points off turnovers here for Philadelphia? Well, Philadelphia has 15 fast break points. Paul George starts the fourth quarter, try to step back 3, couldn't get that one to go. And quickly pressured on the other end. So a quick start for Boston here, adding and taking away part of that Sixers lead. Here's VJ, gets it to Embiid, wide open jumper at the free throw line. I don't know what Boston's doing. You got to guard Embiid there. He knocks it down. Pritchard gets inside again. Good defense, has to check it back out. Now Brown working on George. George with some great defense. Knocks it away. And Grimes saves it. Another turnover for Boston. How about the defense of George tonight? Embiid sets a screen for Edwards. Edwards pull up 2. Even Justin Edwards is getting involved here. Edwards with a pull-up jumper. 21-point advantage. Here's Brown, deep 3, no good! Now Paul George draws a double, gets it to Embiid, and Embiid, a great pass to George, backdoor cut, reverse layup is good, and a quick timeout for Boston! Quick timeout for Boston! 23-point lead for the Sixers! What up? What up, Boston? Type those PHIs! Let's go! The Sixers have just been the better team from start to finish. Just that simple, man. Just that simple. All right, commercial break after Boston takes a timeout early in the fourth quarter. I want to take this opportunity to tell you once again about our sponsor, Prize Picks. Today's show brought to you by Prize Picks, America's #1 sports picks app. Postseason basketball is here and looking like it's going to continue for at least one more game for the Sixers. No better way to get in on the action than with Prize Picks. Super simple to play. All you got to do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you can win some big-time money. You can go flex play or power play to change the payout as well. With our new social feeds feature, you can give me a follow on the app at JChip, where you can see my lineups before I reveal them on the show. You can also follow your friends and copy lineups with a single click. And right now, for new users, we have a great offer. Download the PrizePicks app today. Use code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup to receive $50 in lineups. Again, code HMA when you play your first $5 lineup to get an extra $50 in lineups with PrizePicks. That link in the live chat, also in the description of today's show. And another look in on my PrizePicks lineup that I had for tonight. Not looking great right now because Quentin Grimes has yet to hit a 3. But look, the Sixers are up by 23. I can't be mad. I had Derrick White less than 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's only at 13, so that looks good. Embiid more than 4.5 assists. He crushed that. He's got 7. Grimes has not made a 3. If he does, great. I win $150. If not, Sixers looking like they're going to go to a game 7. So I'll be quite all right. I'll be quite all right. Again, hit that sub button. Sub for Sixers dubs. We're 52 people away from 25.8K. We'll be live for that game 7, assuming they close us out on Saturday. And we're giving you the best Sixers coverage right here on YouTube, 100% free. Videos all year long. News, rumors, analysis, a whole lot more. Sub for Sixers dubs. If you want to close this one out and win a game 7, hit that subscribe button, man. Now 51 people away from 25.8K. All right, coming out of commercial break now after the Celtics timeout early in this fourth quarter with the Sixers up by 23 points. Pritchard, Garza. Wow, bench lineup in there for Boston. Are they conceding already? It's Pritchard, Walsh, Ron Harper Jr., Shireman, and Luka Garza. Has Boston waved the white flag with 10 minutes left to go? Pritchard gives it to Garza. Garza will take a deep 3. He knocks it down. Back to a 20-point ball game here. I wonder if Missoula wants to see if these backups can maybe give him a spark or if he's really just conceding. Regardless, the Sixers got to keep it going. Here's Grimes. He'll take a corner 3. No good. Embiid fighting for the offensive rebound. Can't quite corral it. Goes to Shireman. Now Walsh gets an open look from 3. Can't hit that. Offensive rebound Boston, though. Out to Harper. Harper will take a 3. No good. Nope. Sixers take that rebound. Goes to Edwards. Grimes thought about attacking. Resets it to George. Can't get loose here just because the backups are in for Boston. George. And yeah, thank God. It was a clear kicked ball. The refs didn't call it right away, but kick ball. Sixers keep possession. Obvious kick ball there. Correct call there from the refs. Sixers up 88-68. 9 minutes left to play in the game. Boston's backups are in. Here's VJ. He'll take a 3. No good. Edwards, offensive rebound. Grimes drives in. Hangs. Layup, no good. Thought he was fouled. Here's Pritchard. Shot blocked by VJ. Thought he could sneak it by him. Can't do that. Now Edwards loses it on the drive. What a block, though, from VJ Edgecombe on the other end. Pritchard thought he got by him. VJ said, not today. Looks like the Sixers might... Oh, no, they're going to bring Maxey back in. Interesting. Here's Pritchard, crossover on Embiid. His three-pointer is well short. Now Edgecombe to Grimes. Grimes will reset. Sixers slow it down here. Now George, one-on-one with Pritchard. George thought he was fouled. Taken away by the Celtics. Celtics with a 3-on-1 opportunity. Shireman will take a deep 3. No good. Garza grabs the offensive rebound. Timeout. And no, a technical foul going to be called on George. So George thought he was fouled in the previous possession, clearly got upset with the refs. And it was an obvious foul. He has a case, right? He was definitely fouled, but talking trash to the refs, he'll get teed up and Pritchard will knock down the technical free throw. Lead down to 17. Look, if you're the Sixers, you don't want to mess around here, man. You don't want to mess around here. 8 minutes left to play, 17-point game. I mean, you don't want to mess around. Maxey comes back in for the Sixers. The bench unit stays out there for Boston. Here's Maxey now back in. Gives it to Embiid. He'll post up on Garza. Embiid gets inside. His shot is no good. Rebound goes to Boston. I don't like the way this is going, man. Don't like the way this is going. Here's Pritchard to Harper. His corner three. It's good. All of a sudden, it's down to a 14-point game, man. What are we doing? Timeout, Boston, or timeout, Philadelphia. I wonder if Boston now puts their starters back in. Gotta stay focused, man. Gotta stay focused. Bad poise there from George to pick up the technical foul. And it has not been a good start to this fourth quarter here for the Sixers. Sixers were up by 20. Heading into the fourth, lead down to just 14, man. Do not mess around here. Do not mess around. I got one more happy dad here as we head into commercial break after the Sixers timeout. One more happy dad here. Next $20 super chat that comes in will get us to 85 in supers. I'll down it with this beer bong. Again, every 20 that comes in, we're doing a beer bong. So next 20 that comes in, I'll down my last happy dad. I don't want to say I'm nervous because it's still a 14-point lead with 7:44 left to play, but man, not a good start to the fourth. Not a good start to the fourth. 434 people watching. Appreciate everybody here. Hopefully the Sixers close this one out and we see a Game 7 on Saturday. Nick Nurse better light into these guys for how they just started that fourth quarter, man. When you're a team down in the series, I don't care what the situation is, you can never let up. I don't care if the backups are in, man. I don't care. Nate, I'll be mad if they blow this. Let's hope not, man. Guitar guy, go finish this. Got to, man. Got to finish this. Is Tatum injured? So he was back on the bench. He has not been back in since it looked like he tweaked the calf a little bit. It'll be telling if he comes back in here or not. There's really hasn't been any word on his official status yet, but he did appear to be injured. All right, here we go. Coming out of commercial break. Dr. J in the building, by the way, for this one. Sitting up in a suite. The Knicks just won. I mean, Knicks won as soon as the game started. They were up 40 almost immediately. Look, Boston's going to stick with this all-bench lineup. They're not going to put their starters back in. They're going to see if this bench lineup can close it out. The Sixers, though, will keep their guys in. Do not mess around here, man. Walsh knocks it away from George, goes out of bounds. 18 on the shot clock here. It's Maxey, Grimes, George, VJ, and Embiid. The closing lineup from Game 5 in there for the Sixers, looking to close this one out. Embiid gets doubled. Up top to Maxey. They'll get it back to Embiid, guarded by Garza. Embiid kicks to Grimes, open three! Around and out. Every shot that misses, I just get more and more nervous. Pritchard drives on VJ. Down low to Garza. Dunks it home. 12-point game. 11-0 run for the Celtics in the last 3 minutes. You gotta be shitting me. Maxey, one-on-one with Pritchard. Over to Embiid, 6 to shoot. Back to Maxey. He'll get a screen. To Embiid, mid-range jumper. No good. Oh, it went in! It hit off the back iron, but rolled in. Embiid with a big bucket there to stop the bleeding for Philadelphia. Pritchard running the offense to Garza. Gets a good look for three. Bricks it. No good. Embiid grabs the rebound. He's mad. He got slapped across the arm. No call. Now Maxey attacks Garza. Left-hand layup is good. There you go. There you go. Lead right back up to 16. Maxey's got 27. That's what I'm talking about, man. Pritchard gets inside, puts a shoulder into VJ. His layup is good. Back to 14. 6 minutes to play. Kelly Oubre getting ready to check back into this ball game, presumably for Quentin Grimes, who has not been as effective tonight. Oh, Embiid! Takes a shot. Went down spinning as he drove to the basket. He'll take a second, but he'll get back up. A hard drive to the basket for Embiid. He earned this foul. Got bumped twice, first by Harper, then by Garza. Took a hard fall. But he'll go to the line. He's okay. With the Sixers up 92-78, 5:46 to play. It's been a little bit of a crawl here to end the game for the Sixers. A push here late by this Celtics bench. Yeah, guitar guy. The Embiid is soft stuff is absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Embiid's first free throw is good. Second free throw, Embiid. Got them both. 94-78. Embiid's got 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists, flirting with a triple-double. Pritchard kicks it to Shireman. Shireman now to Walsh. Walsh tried to throw it down over George. He was too far away from the basket, though, and missed. Now Oubre going to be fouled. Embiid nearly got his legs taken out by Garza, who fell over after fouling Oubre. It was a little bit of a scary tumble from Embiid, but he got on the ground, hit some push-ups. Embiid looking spry with the push-ups there. How about that? 500 people watching. Hit that sub button. We'll be live, assuming the Sixers close this out for a Game 7. We're 47 subs away from 25.8K. Sub for Sixers, Dubs. Sub for Game 7. Kelly Oubre to the line, knocks down the first free throw. And the chants of "We Want Boston" rain down in Philadelphia. "We want Boston" chants raining down in Philadelphia. Oubre misses the second free throw. Going to be a foul, though, on Jordan Walsh, who fouled George as PG was going for the offensive rebound. Hit that sub button, baby. Over 500 people watching. Like and subscribe for a Sixers dub, man. If you're excited, let's go. We're going to have a party, man. Let's get it done. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Embiid working on Shireman, puts a shoulder down. Good pass to VJ. Corner three. Got it! VJ Edgecombe. Yes! Puts him up by 20. First three of the game for VJ. Shireman inside with the left hand. Layups up and good. Embiid now 1 rebound and 2 assists away from a triple-double. And the crowd rises to their feet at Xfinity Mobile Arena. 5 to shoot. Embiid working on Garza. Embiid, step back, 3! Short. He tried it. He tried to feed off the crowd. Short on the 3, though. Now Pritchard trying to get by VJ. Terrific defense from VJ. Pritchard gets underneath the basket. His layup's no good. Ball's tipped around. Rebound taken by Walsh. Going to be fouled by George. With 4:10 to play. Do not get another tech, PG. No need for that now at this point in the game, all right? Whether the call was good or not, no need for that. Walsh to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one is good. You wonder how long the Sixers will keep their starters in here as well, with a 17-point advantage with 4:10 left to play. Boston has been all backups for the fourth quarter.
For the people that don't know, how do you spell 76ers?
Just for the people who don't know how to spell around here, 76ers, I think it starts with a 7? A game? 7? Come on, man.
Who dominated? I only got to watch.
Dude.
It was already over.
It was really everybody. Maxey dominated early. Paul George has been awesome. Embiid's got almost a triple-double.
Why are starters still in?
I don't know. Well, so Boston's backups actually played the entire fourth quarter. They made a run.
For a tough-minded coach like Joe Mazzulla, they sure do quit early.
Yeah, they pulled their starters to start the fourth quarter.
Wants to put his kid in the guillotine, but doesn't want his team to try to win the fourth quarter.
Very soft stuff, man, from the Celtics. That's what I heard from some people. Sixers turn it over. Pritchard to Shireman. To Walsh. Back to Pritchard. He'll take a deep 3. Well short. Airballs it. Taken, though, by Garza, who puts it up and in. Down to 15. Nurse going to call a timeout here. .331 to play. Sixers holding on to this 15-point advantage. Hit that sub button, baby. Now 40 people away from our next goal. Now 39 people away from our next goal. 3 Sixers coverage all year long. And where would you rather be than right here, man? Where would you rather be than right here? We'll be live for a Game 7 on Saturday. No 2 better words in sports than Game 7, man. Yeah, good timeout by Nurse. Locking it in for this final 3.5. Just tremendous stuff from the Sixers tonight. Tremendous, tremendous stuff. Sub 4 dubs. F Boston. The Celtics have never blown a 3-1 series lead. The Sixers have never come back from a 3-1 series deficit. Can they do it in a Game 7 on Saturday, assuming that they finish this one out with 3:30 left to play and a 15-point lead? And the defense has been the story for Philadelphia. Only 83 points for the Celtics here. And we kind of saw the big three here tonight. 27 for Maxey, 23 for George, 19 for Embiid, and some great defense from everybody. Sixer starters still in, looking to end this one here. George gets it to Embiid, to VJ, open corner, three, short. Pritchard rebounds the Edgecombe miss. Here's Pritchard now working on VJ. VJ's done a really good job on Pritchard all night long, man. Harper drives on Maxey. Tough floater around and out. Rebound goes to Embiid. Credit to the Celtics second unit. They showed a little bit of fight in the fourth quarter, much more than the starters showed all night, but not going to be enough. Maxey guarded by Walsh. Here's George. Open corner. Three is no good. Rebound to Boston. They're out and running. Shireman will take a deep three. Can't get it to go. Walsh grabs the offensive rebound for the Celtics. Shireman, corner three is good. So with 2:15 to play, it's only a 12-point game now. An 8-0 run for the Celtics here. Again, stop messing around. I mean, this is unreal. Getting a little sketchy here late, man. VJ working on Pritchard. VJ, layup, twists, up and in, and the foul. VJ Edgecombe putting this one away. Spinning past Pritchard, driving on Shireman, and finishing through the contact, VJ Edgecombe. Let's go, man. Can put the Sixers back up by 15. VJ 13 and 8 tonight. Embiid's officially going to take a seat. He'll go to the bench with 2:03 left to play. George will take a seat as well. He finishes his night with 23 points. Most in the series for him. Maxey will stay out there on the floor as VJ converts on the three-point play. Pritchard knocks down a three. So 101-89 with a minute 45 left to play. Sixers in no particular hurry here. VJ over to Grimes. Grimes to Oubre. Thought about the three. He'll drive in and he'll slam it home. Over Luka Garza. Kelly Oubre. The two-hand slam. 103-89. Pritchard looking to add to his total here tonight as he's kind of collecting up some points, garbage time. This time his three's no good. Drummond collects the rebound. And now the Sixers fans. Oh, is Maxey going to go all the way? Maxey was not giving an inch to Boston. He was taking that coast to coast. He got fouled attacking the basket. He got fouled. Took a bit of a spill. Got hit in the head. He seems to be okay. I would take out the starters right now if I'm Nick Nurse. No reason to have these guys in the game still, man. You got a big Game 7 coming up in a couple of days. Just chill out, man. Chill out. And they're going to review this with a minute 14 left to play. And this game's over, so I don't think I'm jinxing anything. But I'm going to record a little short here that's going to go up. As the Sixers are going to force a Game 7, man. They're going to review for a potential flagrant foul here. All right, here we go. Little peek behind the scenes here, how we do things here at Chat Sports. Oh, wow. So they're actually going to call a technical foul on Boston here. All right, here we go. The Sixers do it. They take down the Celtics in game number 6 and force a game 7 coming up on Saturday. We'll be live for that game here on the channel, so be sure to hit that sub button. What a dominant performance from Philadelphia. They looked like the better team from start to finish, and now have a chance on Saturday to come back from a 3-1 deficit. Boston has never blown a 3-1 lead. Sixers have never come back from a 3-1 deficit, but they'll have that opportunity here on Saturday. And for Philadelphia, the big three were all phenomenal tonight. Embiid, Maxey, Paul George all played some amazing basketball. Maxey over 20 in the first half. George in that third quarter really turned up. Embiid nearly a triple-double. But the key to the game for the Sixers, tremendous defense all night long. They clamped the Celtics. Got to do it one more time, though, if they want to advance. Guitar guy, this is a different Sixers team, man. They have a feel to them. But none of it matters if they can't win on Saturday. None of it matters if they can't win on Saturday. VJ and Maxey will exit the game to a round of applause. And Kyle Lowry is going to check in, I'm sure, to a huge round of applause here. Sixers will foul to get Maxey out of the game. Here comes Kyle Lowry! The crowd gives a standing ovation to Maxey as he exits. 30 points for Maxey here tonight. And with 1:12 left, we're just waiting for that clock to run out here to officially announce a Game 7. Delano Banton into the game. He gets the rim for 2. I can't tell what they're chanting here. I think it's Boston sucks. Walsh gets a steal. He'll drive. He'll slam it home for 2. Sixers gonna stay alive. But the job's not done, man. You don't win these 2 games to come back from down 3-1 just to lose in a Game 7. Yeah, Boston sucks. I thought so. Crowd was chanting, Boston sucks. For Philadelphia, 76ers, stomp your feet, everybody. For Philadelphia, 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. And the clock runs out, and it's official. We'll have a Game 7 on Saturday. The Sixers win 2 in a row to keep their season alive. Just the 37th team in NBA history to force a Game 7 after trailing 3-1. They get a big win in Boston. They get a big win tonight here in Philadelphia. And now we'll have a win or go home game for both squads on Saturday at TD Garden. How about the Sixers, man? How about the Sixers? Hit that sub button and type those W's. Type those W's. Sixers win. Greg in the chat, let's go. R. Wilson in the building. Maryland, guitar guy, card guy. Game 7 coming. And if you're the Sixers, you got to feel pretty confident, man. The way you play these last 2 games, you've been the better team than the Celtics. You've outplayed them. You found a game plan. You found a way to win. Got to do it one more time. Got to do it one more time. The Sixers, man. They've showed some serious grit, some serious toughness, some serious determination that they don't usually show. Tyrese Maxey here in the post-game interview. Backs against the wall. How'd they get it done? Let's see what Maxey has to say. She's talking about the importance of the defense, man. The defense, it all starts there. It all starts there. We'll see you on Saturday, Boston. Come on. Where's the killer mentality, Boston? Let's go, man. The two best words in sports. Game 7. Unreal. Game 7. Type those W's, man. Unbelievable performance here for the Sixers. We will have a game 7. Let's go! Nothing better than being Boston in the playoffs. But it's all for nothing if you can't win this game 7, man. So as great as this is, we'll enjoy it. We'll talk about it. But we'll look ahead to game 7, man. Let's go. The two best words in sports is Sixers win. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, we're going to get this post-game short up. Let's party, man. Game 7. What a series this has been, man. What a series this has been. We'll see you on Saturday, Parker. We'll see you on Saturday, man. You guys done already? Done already? Sign it off already for the Celtics fans out there?
It was an early exit.
Clearly. Clearly. Game 7. Marcius can't spell. You can't spell 76ers without 7, baby.
What's your confidence level?
Dude, I'm like at a 7 or an 8. They've been the better team the past 2 games. I mean, since Embiid, that first game with Embiid back was obviously ugly, right? But the past 2 games really hasn't been close.
Tatum might be out next game.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. He was dealing with a.
If he has calf strain, it's over.
Was it the same leg as the Achilles?
Yes.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, Tatum dealing with a calf strain, possibly. We don't know if it's calf strain, but
It might be Achilles flare-up, calf strain, something like that.
it was the same leg as the Achilles that he was dealing with the calf issue tonight. So if he can't go,
If it's a calf strain, he's 100% not playing.
yeah, if it's a calf strain, he will not play.
Honestly, I don't think he's going to play anyway.
We'll see. It's a game 7, man. If he has a chance to go, he's gonna go.
But he's not making that call. That's not his call to make.
It's not his. He'll have some input. But if he wants to go, I think he'll go.
Nah, dude. If it's like 4 out of 10 or worse, they're not letting it go. What if he tears it again? It's over.
Yeah. That would be his career. Game 7, man. What an effort by the Sixers. Let's go, baby. I love it. What an effort. So proud of this team, man. So proud of this team. All right, I want to get this short up, and I want to get a video going as well here on the channel. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start a 2-minute countdown. If you want us to stay live here on the channel, send in a super chat. Every super chat that comes in over the next 2 minutes, starting right now, I'll reset the clock and we'll stay live. If we get a $20 super chat, I got this happy dad. I'll down this in a beer bong before we sign off as well. Let's go, man. Beat Boston! One more game! Winner takes all! Just outworking Boston, man. Just outworking them. Just outworking them, man. We're going to Game 7. We're going to Game 7. Dude. I'm so glad they even got to this point, man. We needed this, man. We needed this so bad. This will be the 9th Game 7 between the Sixers and the Celtics in NBA history. The most ever between two teams. Under a minute to go on the Super Chat shot clock. What a night. Enjoy this one, man. This team, they're fighting. So how many times have we been mad at the Sixers and been upset with Philadelphia for not having enough effort, enough energy? Look what they're doing against the best team in the East. By the odds, the Celtics were the favorites to win the Eastern Conference and come out of the East and represent the East in the NBA Finals. And the Sixers have brought them to 7 games with a chance to take them down. Ten seconds left on the Super Chat shot clock. If you don't get any, all good. We'll sign off and we'll get it going on the post-game festivities and the post-game show as well. All right. The clock has run out. One last reminder, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We'll be live for Game 7. The winner will face the Knicks in the second round of the playoffs. But before we can even think about that, got to think about beating Boston one more time. Beating a team 3 times in a row as good as the Celtics is never easy. But the Sixers have looked like the better team over the past couple of games. They found a method to beating Boston. Can they do it one more time? I hope they can, man. It's been exciting. It's been electric. We're finally seeing what this team, what the idea was when George was signed, when the team was put together, constructed this way. 1 game away from taking down Boston, man. So exciting. Again, hit that sub button. Coverage to come, hopefully, throughout the rest of a playoff run. We'll be live on Saturday for Game 7, man. Headed back to Boston to advance to round number 2. I appreciate everybody for hanging out here tonight. I hope to see you all again on Saturday. What a fantastic game, a fantastic stream. Thank you all for making it so special. None of it is possible without you guys. So enjoy this one. But 48 hours, right back at it here on Saturday against Boston. I'll see you all then. Until then, let's go Sixers. Game 7 coming. Beat Boston.